At forward, number 22, Ara Nazarian. And at forward, number 83, Brendan Harris. In goal tonight for your Iceman, number 33, Francois Broussard. Jacksonville is coached by Nick Luco. The assistant coach is Brandon Maschinter.
Good evening, everyone. It is time for Game 3 of the South Division Finals in the ECHL. Tonight, the Jacksonville Icemen back on home ice. It is their first home game of this series as they play the Florida Everglades this evening. Florida has a 2-0 series lead. They won a pair of games in Estero over this past weekend. Both of them 2-goal victories with an empty net goal each time. So Jacksonville was close until the end. We'll see what they can do this time. Here's your national anthem.
What a proudly run at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang loud, the bombs bursting in our gate proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Just about hockey time here in Jacksonville. The Icemen, despite being down 2-0 in this series, they have had tremendous success on home ice as of late. They've won 6 in a row overall, including 4 straight in the playoffs. As we bring you back down below, Jacksonville Jaguars head coach Doug Peterson is going to be doing the ceremonial puck drop this evening. So the 2 team captains, Christopher Brown and John McCarron, come out for Doug Peterson's puck drop down in the corner of the ice by Florida goaltender
Coach,
Cam Johnson.
Please do the honors.
Puck is down. Brownie, of course, wins it. Doug Peterson in a Jacksonville Icemen jersey with the number 18 for him.
Peterson.
And a huge round of applause for him as well. But now we're focused on the Jacksonville Icemen. A gotta-have-it kind of game. It won't eliminate Jacksonville if they lose, but you know how it goes. Don't want to go down 3-0 in a series. Jacksonville on home ice for the first time in this series, and it could really change the complexion of this 7-game set. If Jacksonville can win this one tonight, they'd be right back where they would expect to be, down 2-1 through 3 games. They would have 2 more games at home, 3, 4, and 5. All those games here on home ice. Referee tonight, Jack Young with Alex Normandin. Florida wins the faceoff, and we are underway as the Everblades redirect out of their end into Jacksonville territory. It's Brandon Fortunato up the wall. Pass from Nazarian goes back into his own end. The Icemen pick it back up. It is Victor Hadfield behind his own net. The Icemen without a key component on the back end tonight. No Jacob Friend this evening, out of action as the Icemen play it to Florida's end. It is Jordan Sambrook. D-to-D for Lucas Kalbla. Kalbla tries to send it ahead. It's deflected in by Levko Koper. Broussard leaving it for Hadfield. He'll knock it off the end boards for Brandon Fortunato. The Icemen, Fortunato fortunate to get it away from his own crease, and Jacksonville bounces it out to center ice. It is now Stefan LeBlanc. LeBlanc playing it in deep. Hadfield knocking it free for Fortunato. Fortunato around the wall, held in at the far side by Masella. Icemen get it back. Christopher Brown will try and clear this time. On his backhand, he'll feed Fortunato. The Icemen break out off the wall. Harris unable to get it. It ends up on net, and Johnson will be forced to cover it up. Could have been icing. I'm not sure if Harris had gotten a piece of it or not. Either way, it's going to be an offensive zone faceoff for Jacksonville. Brendan Harris, your playoff leader in points for the Icemen and in goals. 4 goals, 4 assists, 8 points in 6 games for number 83 in gray. But the Icemen have struggled to score in this series. They're going to hope for more here on home ice. They were shut out in game 1. 2-0 was the final score. Again, it was really a 1-0 game all the way through until the final 5 seconds of that one. But Jacksonville only has 3 goals in this series. And we'll see if the Icemen can do something about that here on home ice. They'll send out Derek Lodermeyer at center with Luke Lynch and Ben Howarchuk up front. At the blue line, it is Sean Giles. And back in the lineup for his first playoff appearance of the season is number 26, Pavel Vorobey. And we'll see if Vorobey can uncork that cannon that he's got from the blue line at some point, hopefully a few times over the course of the game tonight. Florida centering feed as they play it into the Jacksonville zone immediately. It was redirected wide, and the Icemen get it back at center. Lodermeyer onside over the blue line. He'll rim it around to the near side. Luke Lynch gets a piece of it, trying to get a piece there is Ben Howarchuk, but it is Florida taking possession. Icemen look for the steal at the blue line. They will hold it in. Puck bounces, and it's kicked out of the zone by the Everblades. It's Giles flipping it back to Lodermeyer, feeding Vorobey at his own blue line, and the Icemen will set up. Vorobey looking for Howarchuk. It is behind him. Works as well as a clear in, however, and the Icemen get a line change on the fly. Florida quickly out through center ice. Winicky chips and chases. James Sanchez is there. He'll knock it off the wall for Berzola. Berzola over the blue line at Sam Sternshine, taking it into the zone. Lost the handle, however, and Florida clears out. Berzola beats Derek Angeli to the puck, flipping it ahead. Sternshine unable to handle it. Knocked free by the Icemen, however. Gerdukis will regroup at his own line, dropping it for Sanchez. Then for Berzola, give and go to Sanchez. He's over the blue line. Cuts to net, power move. Johnson got a piece of it. I think he poked it away with his goaltender's stick, and the Everblades will clear out of the zone. Good rush there from James Sanchez. Love the power move from the big 6'2 forward. Jacksonville back through center ice. Gerdukis unable to gain the line. It's poked away by Florida. Here's Aliardi onside. Aliardi around one man, backhander, score. Florida on the board early. Zach Solo just 2:52 in, and the Icemen trailing by 1 already in the early going. We wanted a fast start, and it did not turn out that way. So Jacksonville is going to have to find a way to come back in this one. Broussard had absolutely no chance. Aliardi took a hit in order to get that puck free for Solo. And Zach Solo, with his 3rd goal of the postseason, has Florida on top, 1-0. Just 2:52 in. Aliardi, I believe, gets the only assist on that one. And now the crowd a little quiet right now. And the Icemen, I think they need to get on the board pretty early in order to get the crowd back into it and start feeling confident about their game as well. Here's Nazarian. Can't get around one man, but it's held in the zone. Fortunato for Nazarian. He loses the handle. Fortunato gets it back. Rister in a screen. Save made by Johnson. Rebound for Sambrook. Sambrook off the boards. Good keep in by Victor Hadfield. Into the slot, it's Brown. Looking for Nazarian. Centering feed. Great save by Johnson. Rebound comes to Harris. To the blue line, it is Hadfield. Hadfield steps around a man and takes it in deep. Hadfield with a centering feed. Knocked away by Johnson. Comes free for Solo. Solo spins away from Nazarian, giving himself a little more time and space. But a good shift from Jacksonville after giving up the early lead in this contest. Johnson with a big save on Christopher Brown, who nearly redirected it inside the short side post. Everblades now through center ice. It's Dylan Van Der Esch, 2-on-2. Trailer on the play. Wrist shot goes wide. Karam's back and in the net. And Florida's on top now, 2-0. Joe Pendenza is going to get this goal. And what a terrible start for Jacksonville. What a tough bounce that was. A lively bounce off the backboards. And I'm not sure if it went off Broussard and back into the net or if Pendenza redirected it in. Either way, it's a 2-0 lead for the Everblades, just 4:03 into the contest. catastrophic start, and Jacksonville has got to find a way to regroup. Almost makes me wonder if head coach Nick Luco might consider a timeout early on. Maybe not a timeout, but a goaltender change here is what's happening. So Charles Williams is going in instead, as Joe Pendenza gets the goal, his 4th of the year. Charles Williams came in relief in game 2, and he played shutout hockey the rest of the way. He may need to do that again tonight. Jacksonville back into the Florida zone. The Everblades clear it out, but a fast start from Florida on top 2-0 already. Here come the Everblades again. Centering feed blocked in front. Williams makes a save, and the draw will come to his left. Van Der Esch and Calbla will assist. So 4:03 into the game. The Everblades go on top 2-0. And Jacksonville has got to get things together in a hurry. Abbott Gerdukis on the faceoff for the Icemen. Florida has come to play tonight, and Jacksonville needs to regroup. Zach Berzola behind his own net for the Icemen. Berzola drifting to the right. Outlet pass for Sternshine. Cannot get into the zone. Berzola gets it back at his own line. Steps around his own man in order to keep possession. Drops it back for Panetta. Up the right side. Sternshine redirects behind the Everblade net. It's Masella there, feeding it ahead, and a clean breakout from the Everblades. Winicky from center ice. He'll forehand in. Berzola giving chase against John McCarron. Panetta taps it up the left side. Knocked free by Jacksonville. Out of the zone, can Sternshine beat LeBlanc to it? No, LeBlanc just got around him. Pack poked free by Jacksonville. They'll say that Jacksonville touched the puck with a high stick. Florida now touches and will play on. Berzola holds it in. Berzola, sharp angle shot, deflected in front. It ends up behind the net. Comes free for the Icemen. Trying to jam it in front. Unable to get it on goal is Nazarian. Berzola now into the corner. Plays it around the wall. Verobe at the right circle. Rister on goal. Stick save made by Johnson. Rebound for Berzola. To the blue line at Sternshine. Throwing it towards goal. It is blocked by the Everblades. And finally cleared out by McCarron. It will not be icing. It doesn't reach the goal line. Another good shift there from the Icemen, trying to get on the board. You get the feeling if they can just get one, they'll start feeling good about themselves. But a nervous start here from Jacksonville. We'll see if they can try and calm themselves down a little bit as the Icemen try to pressure in the offensive zone. Man lost a stick for the Icemen. That was Harris. Jacksonville unable to keep it in the zone. It is Calbla, fell down as he cleared it away. Aliardi gets hit off the puck. Crowd doesn't like the referee and a non-call from them. Aliardi collides with Verobe as the Icemen have it in their own end. 13:50 to go in the first period. Already 2-0 Everblades. Jacksonville plays it in. Calbla ahead of Harris. He'll knock it behind his net for Sambrook. Sambrook up the middle. Solo plays it up the wall. Aliardi trying to beat Fortunato. Fortunato forces him behind the Jacksonville net. It's Aliardi all the way to the blue line. McKay to the right circle. Pendenza centering feed, knocked away. Comes loose to the near side for Travis Howe for the Icemen. Howe from center. Softly plays into the zone against DeRoche. It's McKay behind his own net. Howe takes the body on him, forces the turnover. Lynch tries to center. It's deflected on goal. Johnson gets it with a stick. Slap shot. Blocked in front. Fortunato playing it down below. Centering feed. Howe couldn't get a piece of it. The Everblades come up with the puck and play it to center ice. It's Mario Gennaro. Moves it forward for Pendenza. Pendenza with a centering pass. Deflected up high for Jacksonville. It's Hadfield behind his own net, or in the corner anyway. The Icemen try to clear it out. Pendenza gets a stick on it. 2-on-2 battle along the wall. Comes free for Gennaro. Looking for Van Der Esch behind the net. He'll rim it around to the blue line. LeBlanc, cross ice look for Masella. He fanned on a shot, still makes its way all the way to Williams. He will cover up and take the draw, and we will take a break in the action. 12 minutes, 37 seconds to go in period number 1. A fast start from the Florida Everblades. They are on top of this one by a score of 2-0. You are listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey on Mixlr and on flowhockey.tv.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 34th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, official signage provider; Athletic Knit, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2022 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Flow Sports, the exclusive streaming provider of the ECHL; Geico, official auto insurance of the ECHL; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; Handbid, the official mobile auction app; Honig's, the official partner of the ECHL officiating team; Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, official puck provider; My Gray Group, your source for game-worn jerseys; Sideline Swap, official online marketplace of the ECHL; and Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider of the ECHL and title sponsor of the 2022 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to flowhockey.tv.
Back in downtown Jacksonville, Arlie Johnson with you. Alex Reed will be joining me momentarily. We could use him right now as the Icemen off to a tentative start, trailing 2-0 in the game, trailing 2-0 in the series as well. Jacksonville at center ice. It is Lodermeyer tapping it into the zone. Johnson skates out of his net. He'll play it off the end boards. It's taken in by Lynch. Lynch looking to keep it in, but he overskates the puck, and we have a 2-on-1 for Florida possibly developing. Centering feed, the trailer is Winicky, cannot get the shot away, and the Icemen skate with the puck. Right side, it is Lodermeyer. Possible 3-on-2 for Jacksonville. Lodermeyer plays it in deep. He couldn't see the rush, and now it is cleared around the boards by Florida, out of the zone. Berzola could not get to the point in time, and Jacksonville chases it down in their own end. Berzola feeding Abbott Gerdukis. Gerdukis sends it ahead for Jacob Panetta. Panetta over the blue line onside. He'll float it in behind the Everblade net. Sambrook playing it for Kalbla. Kalbla feeds Winicky out to center. Verobe now back for the Icemen. He'll rim it around. Johnson stays in his crease this time. Jacksonville first on the puck for the moment. Solo playing it behind the net. Deflected by Jacksonville, but they couldn't get the turnover. Solo gets it back. Solo out to center ice, a good step up from the Icemen. They'll steal it at the neutral zone, stolen back by the Everblades though. Solo with a drop pass. Aliardi tries to knock it to the blue line. Slap shot on net, stick saved by Williams. Rebound for Sam Sternshine. Sternshine looking for Abbott Gerdukis. He cannot gain the Florida line. Already mentioned the Icemen without a key defender in Jacob Friend. Well, of course, they're without a couple of key offensive players as well. No Craig Martin, the team's leading scorer. He's been out since game one. The Icemen also without Ian McKinnon tonight, so Jacksonville is really struggling with some personnel issues right now. As the Icemen take it into the zone, it will be offside against the Icemen. Aaron Azarian didn't like the call, but it looked to me like he was in ahead on the right wing. And we'll have a drop of the puck outside the Everblade blue line. The Icemen also were without Ben Howarchuk for game two, but he has returned tonight. And no excuses in this time of the season. Whoever your guys are, they just have to be better than the opponents. And right now, the Icemen need a comeback against a very good defensive team in the Florida Everblades. Remember, these two were the top two teams in the entire ECHL in terms of goals against allowed. Jacksonville was number one, and the Icemen get a steal in the zone. It is Nazarian looking for the seam pass. Too much passing for Jacksonville. It went back and forth across the seam. They never could get a shot on goal, and the Icemen miss out on a great opportunity on a steal in the offensive end. Icemen try to get it back in the zone, but it's picked off by Gennaro. Stepping up there is Brandon Fortunato, forcing the Everblades deep in their end. It's Joe Pendenza. Moves it right to left for McKay. McKay gets bumped off the play by Luke Lynch, and the Icemen take possession. It's Zach Berzola with a "Let's Go Icemen" chant from the crowd, and I think Jacksonville needs that crowd right now to get them involved in this game. Nothing will help more than a goal, though, and we'll see if the Icemen can do something. As Berzola gets knocked off the puck, McKay plays it around the boards. Pinching in is Panetta. He'll hold it in at least briefly. Goes off a leg, and the Icemen do keep it in. Lynch with a centering feed. Nobody there in the slot, and the Everblades clear out to center ice. It's poked into the Jacksonville end now. Panetta against McCarron. Puck bounces up into the air. It ends up off the netting, and we'll take a break in the action with 9:24 to go in period number one. Florida on top, 2-0 on a pair of very early goals. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey. Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Icemen action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. Flowhockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL.
Just be positive. Your Community First Mortgage champions make sure you get a great rate, a quick close, and can save you about $3,000 in closing costs. Apply at communityfirstfl.org. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Face off in the Jacksonville end. The Icemen trail 2-0. They gave up 2 goals in the opening 4:03 of this game. Icemen clear out of their zone. Puck is loose at center. Everglades control. Derek Angeli for John McCarron. He'll dump it in cross corner. Berzola first on the puck. Tripped up on the play. The Icemen keep possession though. It is Sanchez in the corner. Around the wall. Picked off by Angeli. And the turnover for the Everblades. Sanchez gets it back for Jacksonville. Good work defensively. Loose into the corner. Florida knocks it to the blue line. Knocked free by Jacksonville. Intercepted by Gerdukis. Gerdukis feeds Sanchez. He'll deflect into the zone. Sambrook playing it behind the net for Angeli. Left side, it's Kalbla. Kalbla finding Winicky. Winicky loses it at center ice. And Jacksonville will have to play it in deep. Charles Williams leaving the puck for Pavel Vorobey. Might see more Vorobey tonight now that the Icemen are trailing in this game. They could use his offense from the blue line as Vorobey clears into the zone. It's Harris first on the puck for the Icemen. Tries to play it in deep. It ended up going off a stick and right into the slot, but the Everblades were there to take it. Jacksonville steals it back. They're onside as Harris clears in. Ben Masella first on it for the Everblades. No pressure on him at the moment. Now Harris steps in, gets it free. Can Brown get there? Yes. Steal for the Icemen. Harris for Brown. Forehand. Great save. A rebound is loose. Where's it going to go? The Everblades play it to the blue line. We have a penalty, and it's going to be against Florida. And a power play for Jacksonville. Christopher Brown upset with himself that he didn't finish that one off as the Icemen get a turnover. And ultimately, a power play is created here for the Icemen. And man, do they need this one. Alex Aliardi into the box for Florida. The Icemen have been very good on the power play as of late. 5 for 27 overall on the power play in the postseason. That's 9th overall out of the playoff teams at 18.5%. But the Icemen got off to an 0 for 10 start on the power play. So really, they're 5 for their last 17. And they need to continue that trend right here, right now. Florida on the penalty kill. They've been average at best, 78.9%, 11th overall in the postseason. Jacksonville wins the draw, but Florida gets a steal, and it is cleared out by Chris McKay. Williams leaving the puck there for Jacob Panetta. He's the only D-man on the ice right now. 4 forwards with Panetta. Brown over the blue line. Drop pass for Nazarian. Clean entry into the zone. Brown into the bumper. It's Harris feeding it for a one-timer. Great save by Johnson. Rebound is cleared off the glass and out. But what a setup from Harris to Gerdukis. And the Icemen are looking a little better over these last 3 or 4 minutes. It's Brown in the neutral zone. Saucer pass over the line for Gerdukis. Gerdukis feeds the blue line. It's Jacob Panetta. Cross ice for Nazarian at the right circle. Nazarian playing it down low for Harris. Harris back to the point. Panetta for Harris. Plays it down low. Looking for the between the legs shot was Nazarian. He didn't miss by much. Icemen get it back. It is Nazarian behind the net. Tries to find Harris in front. Nazarian into the corner instead. It is Gerdukis. Gerdukis back behind the net for Nazarian. Trying to get somebody to flash towards the slot, but the Icemen can't find anybody yet. Still 50 seconds to go on the power play. One-timer and a save is made. No rebound, and Cam Johnson has been fantastic these last 4 or 5 minutes as Jacob Panetta got that last opportunity. And as we bring in Alex Reed, of the Icemen looking good for these last 3 or 4 minutes, but a very difficult start for them, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately starting to become a trend here for this team here in the series. All of a sudden, just poor starts. They've doomed the team in game 2, no doubt about it. And still plenty of time in this one. We'll see if the slow start here does ultimately the same. Hopefully not, but a lot of time left here in this game, Arlie. We'll see what happens.
Icemen win the faceoff. Sanchez at the right circle. Wrist shot on net. Another great save by Johnson. Made it look fairly easy. It was anything but, because that puck was labeled for the top shelf short side.
Yeah, that's where Sanchez, he knew exactly where he wanted to go with it there. Unfortunately, Johnson, quick with the glove there, was able to catch that one cleanly. But again, that's the name of the game right now for Jacksonville. Get some more shots. They've been held to shots of totals of 22 in game 1, 20 in game 2. That number's got to rise.
Verobe, a bomb. What a save again by Johnson with the right leg. The Icemen now up to 10 shots in this period, but Cam Johnson has been excellent. And right now, he's the reason why the Icemen have not been able to score. 25 seconds to go on the power play.
Well, if you're going to have someone shoot on the power play, I love that it's Verobe. He's got a bomb. He just unleashed it there. Iceman needed to get him the puck more. Again, looking at the goals that he has this year, he's got 7 goals. 4 of those came with the man advantage. So they're utilizing him with that power play, using that big shot there. And boy, that one was a rocket.
Icemen are offside. Luke Lynch in ahead. 6 seconds to go on the power play. This was a very effective power play. I believe the Icemen had at least 4 shots on goal, but Cam Johnson, spectacular in these last couple of minutes for the Everglades. And right now, that's the difference in this one. Faceoff will be outside the Everglade line. If nothing else, hopefully this provides some momentum for the Icemen. The Jacksonville is out shooting Florida 10-5, but they trail 2-0 in the game. Everblades at the blue line, held in there by Giles. Teams are back at full strength as Jacksonville plays it into the corner. Sternshine knocking it back to the blue line. It is Giles there. Giles playing it into the corner. Sternshine, good feed. Gerdukas forehand just over the crossbar. Didn't miss by much, but just high on the play. Florida still hemmed in the zone. Huge hit by Howardchuk. Clean hit on the play as Florida clears it out. Now a penalty coming on Jacksonville, and this one's going to go against Sternshine. They caught the second man, and Sternshine with another hit. And now we've got Coper tied up with somebody behind the Jacksonville net as well, and we'll see if anything develops from that. But for the moment, it's going to be a power play for the Everblades, and we'll take a break in the action. 5:37 to go in period number 1. Florida 2, Jacksonville nothing. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
The Jacksonville Icemen are always looking to give back to the communities of North Florida. The team offers a ticket fundraising program that many local nonprofits and schools and charitable organizations can take advantage of. The program is simple. Your organization sells tickets to an Iceman home game, and a portion of each ticket purchase will go directly to your cause. This is a fun and easy way to raise money and gain exposure for your organization or school. For more information, contact the Iceman office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or log on to jacksiceman.com.
Just be in control. With free interest checking and great digital tools, Community First makes smarter banking simple. Add an account at justbeyourself.com. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA.
Along with Alex Reed, Arlie Johnson with you. Jacksonville down by 2. Down 2 games to none, down a man in the first period. Other than that, Reader, everything is going great for the Icemen.
Yeah, I mean, they're out shooting the Everblades 10-5. I mean, the Icemen, listen, they haven't gotten to 10 shots this quickly in the series, all series long. But again, the result right now, though, still 2-0 here in favor of the Florida Everblades. Big penalty kill here, Arlie. There's no doubt about it. The Icemen have to get this kill. The penalty kill, though, that has been one of the bright spots all postseason long. Only allowed 1 goal, I believe, on 26 opportunities. So this group's been good.
Slap shot from the Everblades, save made by Williams. Florida's power play has also been good. Yeah. Florida's second in the playoffs on the power play, 10 for 39, 25.6%. But as you addressed, the Icemen have been spectacular. They've killed off 25 of 26 opportunities, 96.2%. Florida into the zone, they're onside. McCarron for Winicky, overskated the puck, but he gets it right back. Winicky, near side half wall for LeBlanc at the blue line. Feeding it back to Solo along the wall. Solo for LeBlanc, winds and fires. It goes well wide, deflects to the Icemen. Derek Lodermeyer will turn and fire it out, unopposed by anybody, and a line change for both clubs here. 1:13 on the clock on this power play for the Everblades. It's LeBlanc Slowly drifting out of his own zone, dropped it back for Pendenza. I wonder if Lynch could have accelerated towards that puck and maybe beaten a man to it. But he elected to just keep the passive pressure as the Everblades play it into the zone offensively. Goes behind the net, Alex Aliardi gives it up. The Icemen with a steal, looking for the clear as Hadfield. He does get it out to the Florida blue line. Down to 46 seconds to go on the power play for the Everblades. Lynch penalty killing with Christopher Brown. Drop pass for Florida. Aliardi accelerates through the neutral zone. Dishing to the left, Pendenza. Onside for Gennaro. Pendenza looks to feed the line. It's blocked by Jacksonville. They can't clear it yet. Tied up along the near side corner. Luke Lynch jamming at the puck. Squirts free. Where's it going to go? Goes back into the corner, and the Everblades finally pull it loose. Calba with a wrist shot. Great save made by Williams. Rebound for the Icemen. Brown clears it out. That should just about do it. Williams made a couple of saves in that power play, but for the most part, that was an excellent penalty kill from the Icemen.
Yeah, it was, and a necessary one they had to have here, down 2-0. Did not want to surrender another goal. Special teams has been getting the job done here early, but now it's time for the 5-on-5 play, even strength play to get it done.
Big save by Williams on a deflection in front. It actually went off his own man towards net, and he had to be sharp. And Williams has been great in this first period as well as in relief in game 2. And the Everblades play it into the zone. Sanchez first on the puck. Huge reverse hit by Sanchez. Florida tries to center. It's picked off by the Icemen, and they'll try to move it ahead for Gerdukas. Clean hit there from James Sanchez, who is really coming to play, and now the Icemen get a steal in the offensive zone. Nazarian tries to lift the stick of Calba. Calba into the near side corner. The Icemen picking things up physically. Gerdukas in the near side corner. Plays it for Nazarian. Centering pass ends up on net. Sharp angle shot is blocked and cleared by Florida.
Yeah, the Icemen had an option there with Panetta wide open just above the circle there. They didn't see him that time, but again, the focus here, getting some shots in towards Johnson. That one got blocked though.
And what a hit that was, a bone cruncher from James Sanchez. A reverse hit that the Florida player was completely unsuspecting of. And now Jacksonville with a steal. Brown with a shot. That gets blocked. Would have gone well wide even if it wasn't blocked. Icemen get it back, though. Zach Berzola all the way to the blue line. He'll drop it for Harris. Picks up some speed. He'll drop the puck and turn. Fortunato wrist shot. Save is made. Rebound back to Fortunato. One-timer deflected off the side of the net. Icemen get it back. It's Brown for Fortunato, but it took a active bounce off of the kick plate all the way to the Jacksonville end. Tough break there for the Icemen. 2 minutes to go in the first period. Jacksonville trails 2-0.
Well, the positives here right now early with that sequence was sustained pressure in the zone, something that the Icemen didn't have a whole lot of down in Estero in the 2 games. They never really had long sequences like that where they were putting pressure on and getting Florida on their heels, so it's certainly an encouraging sign.
And that's not the first time that's happened in this first period either.
No, they're doing it with a little bit of regularity and consistency, which is good.
We've got a whistle and a stoppage in play. Did Charles Williams maybe lose a skate blade?
He might have, yeah, the way he's kind of favoring it there. Might have popped out. And Matt Conti, the equip manager, jumps out immediately to kind of tend to the skate. But definitely an issue with the skate there, and they're going to take a look at it.
Those skate blades are not made the same way they used to. They are meant to come out if put under great force, and you just hit it the wrong way, and next thing you know, it's just going to come out of its toque. And apparently that's what happened there with Charles Williams.
Yeah, they kind of just pop in and out nowadays. They got the little trigger on the skate, and you can pop them out. And, of course, Matt Conti's got a replacement set of blades for every guy on that bench in a little case. So if he has to ever completely redo one, he can just pop it in or pop one out, pop the new one back in. So it looks as if he's going to head to that case right now and potentially do that change here for Charles Williams.
Well, if the Icemen are going to come back in this game, I already know that Charles Williams is going to be a big reason why. He was sensational in relief in game 2, Reader, and he's now had to come on twice in a row, which is certainly not how Nick Luco drew it up, but it's all on the shoulders of Charles Williams right now to make sure that he can, backstop the Icemen and, keep the defense strong, keep Florida at 2 for as long as possible, and allow the Icemen to try and get back in this contest.
He's the #1 goalie in this league, too. I mean, Icemen fortunate. They've got a great tandem in goal, and Charles Williams has been in a lot of big games for Jacksonville the last 2 seasons. No goaltender has suited up in more games in Icemen history than Charles Williams. So, he's a guy you can go to, and he will win you a game, and or at least give you an opportunity as well to give you a chance to win it. So, he was good, like you said, in game 2. He's been good so far in this one. The Icemen just got to start getting the goals going here and get the offensive support.
Well, the offensive pressure has been there, but the goals have not yet for the Icemen. Jacksonville into the zone, though. Shot on net, saved by Johnson. And then Howardchuk collides with Van Der Esch at the whistle. They get separated quickly. Howardchuk missed game 2, but back in there for game 3. Jacksonville now doubling Florida in the shot total at, well, 13-7. They just updated it just now as we were talking about it. Faceoff will be in the Florida zone. 1:23 on the clock in period number 1. If the Icemen can get 1 here, that would do them a ton of good heading into the locker room. Even if they don't, I still think that they at least feel like they've righted the ship and they're playing much better right now. And they can hang their hat on that, but they're going to need results at some point in time. Florida wins the faceoff. They'll play it out. Coper to the red line. He'll forehand in deep. Williams out of his net. Playing it around for Verobe. Backhanding it for Brown. Brown circles back and then feeds Nazarian over the blue line for Harris. Harris tries to go wide on Sambrook. Sambrook forces him into the glass. The final minute now of period number 1 as the Everblades get the puck to the blue line and then out by Levko Coper. Giles picking it up for Jacksonville. D-to-D for Verobe. Verobe up the right side. Jacksonville unable to get the puck in the zone yet. Trying to kick it in is Nazarian. They do get it to the blue line. They're onside. Nazarian cannot get away from Kalbla, and the Everblades punch it out. 36 seconds to go in the period. Giles spins away from Coper. Backhand feed for Brendan Harris for the Icemen. Howardchuk over the blue line, lost the handle. Kalbla chips it off glass and safely out for Pendenza. Pendenza right up the middle. Van Der Esch gets away from one man. Defending now is Hadfield as Van Der Esch will reverse it for Chris McKay. Centering feed, it ends up as a shot on goal. Save made by Williams. Jacksonville unable to clear yet. 10 seconds to go in the period. The Icemen get it back. Hadfield behind his own net. Curls to the left. 4 seconds to go. Tries to clear out Florida with a steal. Will they have enough time to do anything with it? No. Time expires. And we will go to the locker room with Jacksonville down 2-0. And the Icemen just did not show up on time. Simple as that. Florida with a couple of goals early on, scoring at the 2:12 mark, and then again at 4:03. And it's Florida with that jump in the early going. That's the difference right now. Jacksonville's right at the ship, but you can't erase those 2 goals. They're there, and the Icemen have to come back.
Yeah, and we've seen this from the team having to rally from 2-goal deficits. You know, we've seen it multiple times.
Yes.
And it's one of those things there that the Icemen have to try to get past. They're going to have to do it. And one thing we've learned, though, about the Icemen this year, Arlie, they don't like to do things the easy way sometimes.
Yeah,
we've seen
also
it.
true.
They ultimately get it done sometimes, but it's not always the easiest way. So that's going to be this is going to be one of those situations again. But you know what? They got the guys up to the task here to do it. They didn't quit there in game 2 when they fell behind 4-0. They're just down 2-0 right now. They can crawl out of this hole here, and I like what I've seen. They got 13 shots on goal right now. I mean, they only had 20 in the last game, 22 in the previous game, so they're trending in the right way there. They're getting some sustained pressure. They just got to continue to get pucks in on Johnson and just do the right things defensively, and we'll see how it goes. There's still time in this thing.
Yeah, a nervous start, but a strong finish in that first period. But Jacksonville, with that nervous start, it has cost them at least thus far. Down 2-0 after 1 period of play. We'll see if the Icemen can continue their strong efforts in the second period and hopefully get on the board a little bit, maybe even more than a little bit, and see if they can get back into this contest. Shots on goal in the first. The Icemen with 13, the Everblades with 8. But the Icemen trail by a pair after 1 period of play. We will take a break and return in a moment. We will have your scoreboard around the ECHL playoffs. The division finals are underway across the ECHL. 2-0 Florida is your score after 1 period of play. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 34th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, official signage provider; Athletic Knit, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2022 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Flow Sports, the exclusive streaming provider of the ECHL; Geico, official auto insurance of the ECHL; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; Handbid, the official mobile auction app; Honig's, the official partner of the ECHL officiating team; Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, official puck provider. My Grey Group, your source for game-worn jerseys. Sideline Swap, official online marketplace of the ECHL. And Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider of the ECHL and title sponsor of the 2022 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to flowhockey.tv.
Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Icemen action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. Flowhockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL.
Just be positive. Your Community First Mortgage champions make sure you get a great rate, a quick close, and can save you about $3,000 in closing costs. Apply at communityfirstfl.org. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Best Bet Jacksonville and Orange Park are open and excited to bring you the best in poker, simulcast wagering, cocktails, sushi, and more. Visit bestbetjacks.com for more information. Best Bet. Experience the best.
The Jacksonville Icemen are always looking to give back to the communities of North Florida. The team offers a ticket fundraising program that many local nonprofits and schools and charitable organizations can take advantage of. The program is simple. Your organization sells tickets to an Icemen home game, and a portion of each ticket purchase will go directly to your cause. This is a fun and easy way to raise money and gain exposure for your organization or school. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or log on to jacksicemen.com.
Just be in control. With free interest checking and great digital tools, Community First makes smarter banking simple. Add an account at justbeyourself.com. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubik, rebound! Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
Hi, everyone. This is Allie McDeal from the Best Bet Poker Rooms. Experience the popular Vegas-style game, Fortune Pai Gow Poker. Both locations are now playing Face Up Pai Gow. It's more fun to play than ever. You could win up to $25,000 on a single $5 bet. Come play at either Best Bet location today.
What is your role in the fight against cancer? The answer could be as simple as driving your car. For many cancer patients, getting to and from treatment is one of their toughest challenges. The American Cancer Society needs volunteer drivers to help provide transportation for people in your community. Through the gift of a lift in your car, you can help patients take one more step in the road to recovery. Get in the driver's seat in the fight against cancer. To find out more, call your American Cancer Society at 1-800-227-2345 or visit cancer.org.
If you feel that passion is just the start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons. If you try, fail. Learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite. Then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
Just be confident. Community First makes smarter banking simple so you can relax knowing you're managing your money the right way, yours. Visit justbeyourself.com. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA.
Back in downtown Jacksonville, Arlie Johnson with you. We are after one period of play. A rough start for the Icemen tonight, giving up 2 goals in the opening 4:03 of the contest. Jacksonville did not start on time. Florida has capitalized. The Icemen have righted the ship, but they have not scored, and they are down 2-0. Jacksonville did ultimately outshoot Florida 13-8 in that first period, but Cam Johnson was also spectacular for the Everglades, especially on the only power play chance that the Icemen had. I believe Jacksonville had 4 shots on goal, several of them labeled, and Johnson was able to make save after save. He was sensational. And right now, it is Cam Johnson winning the goaltender battle also. The Icemen had to change goalies after that second goal. Francois Brassard out, Charles Williams in. Williams has played well, as he did in relief in Game 2. And right now, the matchup is Williams against Johnson. And the Icemen are going to have to find a way to get a couple by Cam Johnson. You get the feeling if they can get one, they'll get some momentum, the crowd will get involved, and a lot of things could change, especially on home ice. But they've got to get to the one. They have struggled to score in this series. They've played 7 periods total in this series, and Jacksonville has scored a total of 3 goals in those 7+ periods. So hopefully one goal will create a little bit of a mini avalanche, maybe a full-on avalanche, I guess. And the Icemen will find a way to regroup in this game. They need this one, already down 2-0 in this best-of-7 series. Let's go quickly to the ECHL scoreboard. We are in the division finals right now, and all 4 division finals are in action tonight. And we'll go first to the North Division. The Newfoundland Growlers tied with the Reading Royals in games. It is 1 game apiece. And I believe that's the only series that was 1-1 after 2 games. Newfoundland got a game in Reading. They got a victory there. They were the only road team to win either game out of the first 2 games in the ECHL Division Final. So that series is tied 1-1. They are late in the 3rd period in St. John's, Newfoundland. The Reading Royals right now are holding on to a 2-1 lead. Reading, similar to this one, they got 2 goals in the first period to make it 2-0. They have not had anything since, but right now they're hanging on to that game against Newfoundland. Newfoundland outshooting the Royals 34-23 with just under 2 minutes remaining in that game. We'll keep you up to date on that, hopefully before we get to the 2nd period of play. Elsewhere, we will go to the Central Division. The Toledo Walleye won their first 2 games at home of their best-of-7 series with the Wheeling Nailers. Tonight, it's Game 3 in Wheeling, and it's almost the exact same situation there as it is here. Toledo on top 2-0 in their game. They're also leading their series 2-0, but the Walleye get a pair of goals in the first period of play. If they win that one, they will be up 3-0 in their best-of-7 series. And the only other game tonight has not happened yet, but it's the Utah Grizzlies, who already lead their series 3-0. They have Game 4 tonight in Rapid City, South Dakota. The Utah Grizzlies are looking to sweep the Rapid City Rush tonight. They could be over before anybody else even gets to Game 4 in that series. And if that is the case, Utah would advance to the Western Conference Finals, where they would face either the Toledo Walleye or the Wheeling Nailers. Of course, our series here with Jacksonville and Florida, the winner of this series will face the winner of the Reading Royals Newfoundland Growlers series. We'll go to another break. We'll return soon. 3rd period coming up on the backside of this break. The Icemen trail 2-0 after 1 period of play to the Florida Everblades. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey. Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Icemen action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. FlowHockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL.
Just be positive. Your Community First Mortgage champions make sure you get a great rate, a quick close, and can save you about $3,000 in closing costs. Apply at communityfirstfl.org. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Best Bet Jacksonville and Orange Park are open and excited to bring you the best in poker, simulcast wagering, cocktails, sushi, and more. Visit bestbetjacks.com for more information. Best Bet. Experience the best.
The Jacksonville Icemen are always looking to give back to the communities of North Florida. The team offers a ticket fundraising program that many local nonprofits and schools and charitable organizations can take advantage of. The program is simple. Your organization sells tickets to an Icemen home game, and a portion of each ticket purchase will go directly to your cause. This is a fun and easy way to raise money and gain exposure for your organization or school. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or log on to jacksicemen.com.
Just be in control. With free interest checking and great digital tools, Community First makes smarter banking simple. Add an account at justbeyourself.com. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores.
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin. Rebound. Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
Hi, everyone. This is Allie McDeal from the Best Bet Poker Rooms. Experience the popular Vegas-style game, Fortune Pai Gow Poker. Both locations are now playing Face-Up Pai Gow. It's more fun to play than ever. You could win up to $25,000 on a single $5 bet. Come play at either Best Bet location today.
What is your role in the fight against cancer? The answer could be as simple as driving your car. For many cancer patients, getting to and from treatment is one of their toughest challenges. The American Cancer Society needs volunteer drivers to help provide transportation for people in your community. Through the gift of a lift in your car, you can help patients take one more step in the road to recovery. Get in the driver's seat in the fight against cancer. To find out more, call your American Cancer Society at 1-800-227-2345 or visit cancer.org.
If you feel that passion is just the start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons. If you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
Just be confident. Community First makes smarter banking simple so you can relax, knowing you're managing your money the right way, yours. Visit justbeyourself.com. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA.
We are back. Both teams back out onto the ice. The Jacksonville Icemen trailing 2-0, but the last probably 12 to 14 minutes of that first period looks very good for the Icemen. The problem is they can't erase the first 5 minutes. And that's where Florida did all their damage. And the Icemen have to scramble in this one, come from behind. They've had several multi-goal comeback victories this year, almost all of them on home ice as well. And Reeder, they're gonna have to do it again if they're gonna find a way to claw back in this series.
Yeah, they are, and you know we've seen them do it before, and they're gonna have to do it now. They're down 2-0, Harley. They've got to come back here in this hockey game, and good news is there's plenty of time. Encouraging things I saw. Well, they have 13 shots on net. That's a pretty good trend. They haven't had that many shots in a period the entire series so far. And in the moments there we talked about those sequences in zone. You know, this team has not had a lot of time of attack in the offensive zone in the series at all. So Florida's done a pretty good job in the first 2 games of, you know, just kind of disrupting things, kind of puck getting dumped in, immediately getting it out. So this is an encouraging sign here that they're starting to find some holes, find some time and space. And that's going to help these guys here moving forward. But again, just the key here is just continue to get some scoring chances and shots in on Johnson. Because really in the last couple of games, his life really wasn't that hard. They got to make it hard for him because obviously he's, you know, a hot goalie right now. And Jacksonville's got to find ways.
Well, the Icemen looked great on their power play as well.
Yeah.
4 power play shots. Cam Johnson was at his absolute best on that power play. And the Icemen did at least build some momentum off of it, but they're gonna need to build some momentum with goals. Second period just about to start. Puck is down. Everblades have it. It is Jordan Sambrook. Long stretch pass goes by everybody. No icing because Zach Solo was first on the puck. Centering pass tipped away by Jacksonville, comes back to Aliardi, tried the centering feed. He would have been better served taking that shot.
Yeah, I mean, he had all open on that right wing side to take that shot himself.
Now it's Coper with a shot, and I think Williams got that with his mask. Rebound goes behind the net, and the Icemen possess. It is Victor Hadfield. Off the boards for Nazarian. Couldn't handle it. The Icemen get it back, though. Nazarian at center. He'll wrist it in cross corner. Hadfield, the defenseman, going in deep, trying to push a man off the puck, but it was well done by Lucas Kalbla, who has really impressed me. It's the first time we've seen him here in Jacksonville all season long. He was a late addition to the roster late in the regular season. Icemen get the puck free. Nazarian tries for the drop pass. Taken away by McCarron, held in by Sternshine. Sternshine looks to center. He'll play it around the boards instead, but Florida read it, and they've got a 3-on-2 in transition. It's McCarron over the blue line, onside, looking for Winicky. Winicky with a shot. Save made by Williams. He has it underneath him. He wasn't so certain that he did, but he was able to freeze it and take the face-off.
You mentioned Calvola, how we hadn't seen him, and I think maybe he's that pretty solid sound D-man here. Maybe he's kind of stabilized this blue line in the defensive core here for Florida since his addition, because the Icemen, we talked about, they've been able to put up a lot of shots during the regular season and a lot of scoring opportunities. So we'll see how this plays out, but he's been a good addition for the Everblades without question. And so is Mateo Gennaro as well,
yes,
on the forward side as well.
It was a couple of big additions by trade, plus that one addition from Calba getting sent down from the American Hockey League. The Florida Everblades also grabbed Derek Angeli at the trade deadline. He was one of the top 10 scorers in the entire league when they acquired him. He's actually been fairly quiet for them. Icemen with the puck in their own end. It's Jacob Panetta. Cross ice look. Berzola takes it by one man, tries to split the defense, got by a couple men, still loose in the slot, comes free to the Icemen. Lodermeyer lost the handle, he couldn't pull the trigger in time, and Florida clears it out. It's Angeli over the blue line offside. Easy call to make there. Blake Winicky was in ahead, and the faceoff comes out to center. The Icemen have fallen to the urge to not shoot the puck at times also tonight, Reeder. Another opportunity there where I think Lodermeyer could have pulled the trigger, but he elected to go for a shot, or elected to go for a pass instead, or just an extra move that just never was able to develop. And the Icemen really need to try and keep shooting the puck whenever they get the chance to, especially at playoff time. You just want to get that puck on net every chance you can. Jacksonville back at center ice. Sternshine playing it in deep. Johnson out of his net, leaving it for Masella. Masella around the near side boards. Van Der Esch on his backhand. Slips away from Gerdukas. He'll go back behind the net for Masella. Clean breakout for Florida, at least for the moment. The Icemen continue to pressure, though. Sanchez rides a man into the glass. That was Van Der Esch. I like the physical play from James Sanchez tonight, but the Everblades break out. Now they've got a 3-on-2, but it's going to be offside against Florida. That was a poor pass looking for Stefan LeBlanc on the left wing side. He had to wait for that pass to get to him, and by then Florida was in ahead on the zone. 17:37 to go in the second period. Jacksonville trailing 2-0 in the game and 2-0 in this best-of-7 series. Icemen will send out Brendan Harris with Aaron Nazarian and Christopher Brown. At the blue line, it's Sean Giles and Pavel Vorobey. Icemen win it. Nazarian tries to golf it away from Sambrook. He couldn't get it by him. Florida from center will play it into the zone. Jacksonville playing it behind the net. It is Giles. Giles just standing there behind the net. Couple of men pressuring for Florida. Giles nearly lost the handle. He was fortunate to get it back. Florida now moving in on the forecheck. The Icemen get it back. Giles once more with possession. Left wing side. Outlets it for Nazarian. Finally, Jacksonville breaks through the zone. Looking for the centering feed. Picked off by Florida, taken back by Jacksonville. It's Nazarian over the blue line. Centering feed deflects towards goal. Johnson is able to scoop it up on the deflection. And the Icemen will get an offensive zone draw. Just over 3 minutes gone by in this second period. Still plenty of time left in the game, Reader. It looks like Florida has not really had too much going on offensively. Almost like they're kind of resting on their laurels of this 2-0 lead. Jacksonville continues to pressure. They had a great back half of the first period. And we'll just continue to look to see if the Icemen can get on the board and create some momentum for themselves. Next goal in this game could be the difference maker for the entire series.
Yeah, I agree, Arlie. No doubt about it. The next goal is going to loom large here in this game. Obviously, it goes to Jacksonville. They've got a spark, and the comeback is on. If it goes to Florida, well, they're further solidifying the spot to get a stranglehold on the series if they can lock it down.
Icemen at center ice trying to move it away from Angeli. Angeli breaks it free. Winicky skates over the blue line. Ridden into the glass by Panetta. Berzola spins on a man. That's a good pivot by Berzola, sending away Abbott Gerdukas. Gerdukas 2-on-3 for the moment. Gerdukas playing it in deep, backhanding it in. Stefan LeBlanc will rim it around. Goes off a leg, comes loose. Gerdukas taps it free, comes to the blue line. Berzola will knock it away from one man, but knocked free by Florida, played out to center. Howardchuk to the blue line. The Icemen are onside. Berzola tries to step around a man, looks for the centering feed. He couldn't get the pass away. The Icemen had a man right on the doorstep. It was Lodermeyer, but one too many stick handles, and Florida will ice the puck. And the Icemen continue to get these opportunities that they come away empty on, not only with not a goal, but not even a shot on goal.
Yeah, Berzola was lobbying there with the official after the play, saying, hey, I got interfered with, got hooked a little bit there, but you're right, just the option, that was an opportunity there. They just couldn't do anything with it, and they're going to have to start finding ways to get these opportunities to count and get on goal.
Howardchuk with a shot that is blocked in front. The Icemen keep it in. Great play there.
Yeah.
Howardchuk at the blue line. His wrister is blocked. Comes back to Hadfield. He cannot hold it in the zone, however. Hadfield, D-to-D for Brandon Fortunato. Hadfield gets it back on the left wing. Redirected in by Lynch. No, it wasn't redirected in. He did not get a stick on it. It's going to be icing against Jacksonville. Icemen continue to put together good shift after good shift. Both teams 0 for 1 on the power play. The Icemen power play, again, very effective, everything but the goal. Faceoff will be to the right side of Charles Williams. Derek Lodermeyer on the faceoff for the Icemen. Joe Pendenza for Florida. Pendenza, who had the second goal in this game, leads the Everglades in scoring in the postseason with 11 points. Not who I would have picked. In fact, I probably would have picked about 4 or 5 guys, but they'll tell you just how deep the Everglades are. That's not any disrespect to Joe Pendenza. He's a very gifted offensive player. I just would have picked a few other guys to lead that category for Florida. But Pendenza is the man as Jacksonville plays it into the zone. It is Fortunato, centering feed, knocked away. Comes loose for the Everblades. Gennaro feeding Kalbla, sending it ahead for Van Der Esch. He'll deflect in behind the Jacksonville net. Fortunato knocks it loose for Victor Hadfield. Crowd trying to get involved here as Howardchuk takes it over the blue line. Howardchuk drifting to the right, looks for a trailer. He'll play it down low instead. Lodermeyer spins away from a man, knocks it free for Brown. Brown hustles to the near side half boards. All the way to the blue line now is Brown. Good look for Fortunato. Wrister on goal, save is made. Rebound cleared away by the Everblades. just a split second before the Icemen could pot that one into the open net.
Yeah, it was there, Arlie. That was the opportunity they were looking for. Good execution as far as the setup. That one just bounced out of the way at the last second. Too bad, because that was a good look there that could have developed for Jacksonville.
Icemen back in their own zone now. It's Harris for Nazarian. Nazarian is over the blue line, lost the handle. Everblades get it back. They've got numbers the other way. Coper will rim it around. Aliardi leaving it for Solo. Solo scored the first goal of this game on a great move on a 2-on-1 with Aliardi. It's Nazarian. Took a hit in order to clear the zone. Florida gets it to the blue line, no further. Icemen right back off the boards. Over the blue line, can Nazarian get there? No, it's going to be offside, and we will take a break in the action. 13:53 to go in period number 2. The Icemen are trailing 2-0 to the Florida Everblades. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 34th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, official signage provider; Athletic Knit, official jersey supplier; Fair and Rings, official championship ring supplier; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2022 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Flow Sports, the exclusive streaming provider of the ECHL; Geico, official auto insurance of the ECHL; the Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; Handbid, the official mobile auction app; Honig's, the official partner of the ECHL officiating team; Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, official puck provider; My Gray Group, your source for game-worn jerseys; Sideline Swap, official online marketplace of the ECHL; and Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider of the ECHL and title sponsor of the 2022 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to flowhockey.tv.
Back in Jacksonville, it is a 2-0 score. Florida has the lead over the Jacksonville Icemen. Travis Howe on the ice right now. Have not seen much from Travis in this game. Kind of expected a little bit more from him, but when you're down 2-0, it's a tough decision here for Nick Luco. When do you put him out there? He has done some things offensively, and now Howe and Winicky jam at one another. I think the Icemen could use this kind of grind and grit from an Icemen player right now. Try and get the crowd involved, try and get his teammates involved also. Now Howe bumps away at John McCarron this time as the Everblades take the puck. It is Stefan LeBlanc. Stepping up there is Berzola. He'll knock it loose, but it comes right back to Florida. Angeli into the zone. Knocked away by Pineda. Good, strong defensive work by the Icemen. Berzola tries to kick it loose. Sanchez trying to play it free for Gerdukis. Gerdukis spins by a man. Looks to play it around the back of the net for Pineda. Pineda off glass, safely out. Is this going to be icing? No, it's not going to reach the goal line in time. LeBlanc takes over for the Everblades. Trying to step around a man. Look out, Howe just bowls him over, steamrolled him, and got the turnover.
Yeah, LeBlanc saw it coming, and he hit the deck. He was trying to avoid the check there for sure.
And Howe creates the turnover. Now let's see if the Icemen can capitalize on it. Berzola, the defenseman, is in deep. All the way to the right wing corner. Berzola to the blue line. Had it knocked away and played out to center ice.
Arlie, you talk about Howe and putting him in these situations, but every Florida player knew that he was on the ice. LeBlanc knew it. He just hit the deck. He was not taking the hit. He's like, oh, I'm going to hit the. But that was his awareness, knowing that Travis Howe's on the ice. That's kind of what he brings to the table. Everyone's looking over their shoulder. Maybe has a little bit of uneasiness to their game right now.
Florida clears out after Nazarian had gotten a slap shot away, turned aside by Johnson. Everblades now at center. Van Der Esch waits for a couple of teammates to clear the zone. It is onside. Michael Neville back to the blue line. Shot towards goal, goes wide from the Everblades. Comes off the end boards for Pendenza. Pendenza, drop pass. Nazarian, good back check, forcing the turnover. The Icemen look to break out of their zone. They'll flip it ahead, getting it to center, but no further. Florida now in control. It's Kalbla trying to play it in deep. Blocked behind the net by Charles Williams, the netminder for Victor Hadfield. Down to 12:07 to go in the second period. Icemen trail 2-0 in the game, trailing 2-0 in the series. Harris chips and chases, cuts after it himself. Can he get there? Lynch pops it wide on the loose puck. That was set up by Harris. Fortunato holding it in for the moment. Everblades get it back. They've got a 2-on-2. They're going to be offside on the play. Solo was in ahead. He was expecting the pass from Aliardi. and he did not get it, so the faceoff will come out to center ice. It's an excellent chip and chase there from Brendan Harris. He knew that he couldn't really get to the puck himself, but he just kind of put his body on the Florida defender, and the puck went by both of them. The trailer ended up being Luke Lynch. He just couldn't put it on frame.
Yeah, just couldn't do it. But right now, though, Arlie, we're approaching the halfway point here of this second period. Iceman only with 2 shots on goals. They had 13 in that opening period. But right now, just kind of stuck at the 15 mark, so they've only gotten a couple shots here. Again, they got to generate more. I don't want to sound like a broken record here, but they've got to make it a little bit more difficult here and put Johnson to work.
Jacksonville does get it out of the zone. Florida, of course, just clamping down defensively right now.
Yeah, and we talked about that, just getting them to open up. A couple of goals would do that, and then you can try to take advantage from there.
Icemen in their own end. Long outlet pass, bounces free. Can Jacksonville get it? Yes, but it's going to be offside? No way that was offside. And I wouldn't normally say that. Tanem Wyanzik made the call. He is a linesman along with Shane Gustafson tonight.
Yeah, just took a look at it. It wasn't offside.
No, it was not. Face off in the Icemen zone. Love that you can work on that replay machine so fast there, Reader. Multitasking as always.
Yeah, it's a nice feature. Kind of helps.
It really is.
It's like what they get in the NHL, They get in the higher levels. They get all these monitors. And, well, we got ours. Our monitor is my laptop that's about 5 years old. But,
but it gets the job done.
Getting the job done. That's right. Hey, you know what? This thing works great, so no complaints.
All right. I love what you do, Reader, everything that you do. Florida in the offensive zone. They'll try and play it to the blue line, but Howe is there. He'll pick it off and play it out to center. Thought that could have been offside against Florida, but they didn't call that one either. Everblades play it in deep. Zach Brazola collects it, leaving the puck for James Sanchez. Sanchez, left wing side. Outlet pass for Howe, stolen by McCarron. McCarron in the neutral zone. Cross ice look for Winicky. Winicky curls away, drop pass, shot towards goal. Deflected wide, McCarron gets it back. Sharp angle shot, that goes right through the crease. Held in at the blue line by the Everblades. Sambrook with a shot towards goal. That is blocked. He gets it back. Another drive blocked by Sanchez. He really felt that one, but a great block there from Sanchez, and perhaps the Iceman will get a bit of a lift off of that. Sanchez back with the puck. He is okay as Sanchez lofts it out of the zone. And I think James Sanchez has maybe been Jacksonville's best player tonight.
He has been, and he had a good game there in game 2 as well. After sitting out game 1, he gets in. I thought he played hard. But looking at the matchup there, when that McCarron-Angeli line is out there, Arlie, the Icemen been countering with the Gerdukas Howe line out there and getting those matchups. That's kind of the matchup they're looking for right now.
Icemen look to pressure in the offensive zone. It is Brown playing it to the blue line for Hadfield. Hadfield pressured immediately by Van Der Esch. Van Der Esch will kick it out of the zone, and the Icemen are getting very little space in the offensive end right now.
Yeah, and we saw a lot of that in game 1 and 2. I mean, that was the theme. And hats off for the Everblades for that's how they're playing it. And they've really made it difficult for Jacksonville. But right there, they're kind of getting back to that. But they can afford to get back to that now because they're up with the 2-goal cushion right now.
Icemen get a steal. They'll keep it in the zone. Behind the net's Nazarian. Turnaround shot. Save made by Johnson. Rebound for LeBlanc. LeBlanc cross ice for Van Der Esch. Van Der Esch stick handles over the line. He's onside. He'll backhand it down low. Fortunato tapping it free for Derek Lodermeyer. Lodermeyer on the left side. Playing it to center. Everblades right back in. It's Van Der Esch. Defended by Fortunato. Van Der Esch button hooks at the left faceoff circle. Leaving it to the blue line. Slap shot on net. Glove save made by Williams. No rebound, and the draw will come to his right. We will head to break. 8:59 to go in the second period. Florida still pitching the shutout. It's 2-0. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
Shutout.
Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Icemen action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training, and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. Flowhockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL.
Just be positive. Your Community First Mortgage champions make sure you get a great rate, a quick close, and can save you about $3,000 in closing costs. Apply at communityfirstfl.org. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Mid-second period, it's 2-0, Florida on top. The Icemen have settled down after a very shaky first 5 minutes of the game. Unfortunately, Florida connected for a pair of goals in those opening 5 minutes. That's all the offense we've seen from either team tonight. Everglades deep in their own zone, trying to clear it, held in by Jacksonville. Shot by Verobe is blocked in front, and it's lofted all the way to the blue line, but held in by Giles. Wrister towards goal, that goes wide. He was looking for a deflection. Florida golfs it out. Hustling for the puck is Giles. Florida wants a penalty call. They will not get one for interference. Icemen back at center. Howarchuk plays it down low. Johnson out of his net. He'll rim it around himself. Goes off a skate to Florida. They'll skate out. Alex Aliardi defended by Giles. Aliardi looks to go wide on Giles, taking it behind the net. Centering pass deflected by Giles. That was well done defensively, and the Icemen end up with the puck. Masella, however, holds it in at the right circle. Fanned on his shot. It ends up back behind the net, and the Icemen take it over. Ben Howarchuk cannot find Sternshine. No icing here, however. Sternshine moves in for the body check. He was 1-on-4. The Icemen were trying to complete a line change, and Florida an easy exit out of their own zone. Derek Angeli with a drop pass. There was nobody there. It went straight out to center ice. Crowd again trying to implore the Icemen to get amped up a little bit on the ice, and here they come. The defenseman Jacob Pineda leads the rush. Goes wide on LeBlanc. He'll poke it into the corner. Angeli tapping it free. Florida again with a good breakout from their zone. It's McCarron along with Blake Winicky. Winicky will forehand it in. Pineda behind his own net. Loses it to Winicky. Angeli will reverse it to the far side, and the Icemen have it. It is Sternshine. Sternshine up the wall. Back into the Florida end, and the Icemen again will change up. Down to 7:11 to go. Maybe some lucky numbers there for the Icemen at 7:11. Lucas Kalba up the left side. It's Pendenza over the blue line, left wing side, drop pass Van Der Esch, wrist shot, great save by Williams. Remember that one as he keeps it at 2-0. That's the best chance that Florida has had in this period.
Yeah, it really has, right down the middle in the slot. It's a shooter's dream to get an opportunity like that, but great job by Charles Williams, not only to make the stop, but do so cleanly without any second chance opportunity, because Florida did have a body or two there going towards the net, one already at the net, so great job by Williams to haul that one in, and you're right, that's one to remember here, especially in this juncture of the game, Arlie. We can't stress enough how big the next goal is going to play here. We'll see, no matter where it falls, how it's going to play the rest out in this game.
Icemen trying to clear. Hadfield got a piece of it. Jamming at it is Harris, but the Everblades hold the zone. Van Der Esch all the way to the far side corner, defended by Fortunato. He stays right on his hip. Van Der Esch tries to kick it free. Harris now steps in, and he dislodges him from the puck. Jacksonville clears it out. Could be icing. Chasing after it is Nazarian. He will not get there. He just couldn't get around Sambrook. Nazarian clearly had the speed, but Sambrook had the position. It was almost like a power forward in basketball, blocking out the opponent to try and get to the rebound.
Yeah, we've seen a little bit of that too, and you're right, that was it. It's just all angles going in, and right now another face-off here in the offensive zone for the Everblades, and face-off coming here to the right of Charles Williams, who twice now has had to go into games here where, really wasn't expecting to play. He makes a good stop there.
Yes,
off
he does.
the glove. Yeah, right off the face-off.
Yeah, he's feeling very confident right now. You'd love for that confidence to rub off on his teammates at the moment. And again, I'll keep saying it until something changes. You just think that one goal can change everything here.
Oh,
just change the absolute mindset of where the team is at right now.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, again, it just needs something. It changes the mood in the building and on the bench, and and look, these guys are plugging hard. And hats off to the Icemen for not giving up. They're down 4-0 in game 2. Those guys continue to fight the whole way, which was very encouraging to see.
Ben Howarchuk with a steal in the offensive zone. Berzola centering feed, knocked away by Johnson. High off the glass and out to center ice. That was a good read by the goaltender Johnson after the steal from Ben Howarchuk on the play. Now Howarchuk with a good body check, separating a man from the puck. Jacksonville tries to clear out. They do get it to center. Howardchuk will forehand in. He'll head to the bench, and a line change on the fly. Behind the play, apparently the fans looking after something. Luke Lynch, I think, got slashed well behind the play. Crowd doesn't like it as the Everblades take it into the offensive zone. Centering pass from Pendenza. Goes to the opposite wings. From the blue line, shot deflected. Oh, what a save. Williams, and then another save on the rebound. Puck is covered up by Charles Williams. And two crucial stops there from Williams to keep this one at 2-0.
Another big save there, and saw it happen with something happening behind the play. Not certain what was going on there. The fans were rumbling about it, but it still led to a rush here and a scoring chance for for Florida. But Charles Williams, standing tall as he is since he's entered the game, kind of another big save.
We'll take a break and return in just a moment. It is 2-0 Florida. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores.
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin. Rebound. Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
Hi everyone, this is Allie McDeal from the Best Bet Poker Rooms. Experience the popular Vegas-style game Fortune Pai Gow Poker. Both locations are now playing Face Up Pai Gow. It's more fun to play than ever. You could win up to $25,000 on a single $5 bet. Come play at either Best Bet location today.
Jacksonville trails 2-0. Time down to 5:38 to go in the second period. The Icemen need a comeback and need it quick. Got word during the commercial break just then, the reason that the crowd was up in arms was because they saw a spear behind the play. Neither of us saw it. We can't comment on it. And so we won't, speculate what it could have been, but that was what the uproar was from the crowd.
Yeah, no, that's what it seemed like the word on the street was, but again, we both of us missed it. It was behind the play. And you heard the crowd rumbling here. About 6,000 fans were clamoring the other way about it, but.
And since you mentioned that, the crowd on a Tuesday night, I mean, the Icemen almost never have games on Tuesday at all. To have a crowd like this on a Tuesday, playoffs or not, this is a fantastic crowd. And the Icemen and the staff appreciate every one of them that have come out for this one tonight.
Well, and all of them are waiting to erupt here. They want to see the red light come on here and get something going here. They need to get this goal. Right now there's Cam Johnson stopped all 17 shots, and they want to see one get past him.
Face-off is being the Jacksonville zone. Florida's kind of picked it up a little bit offensively, too, in about the last 5 minutes or so. Jacksonville with only 4 shots this period. Florida was 7. And you'd like to see the opposite there of Jacksonville finding a way to get back into this game. But Florida, when they have the lead, well, I mean, very similar to Jacksonville. When you have a lead, generally they hold on to it. The Icemen have got to find a way and at least get this one to overtime and see what can happen from there. Face-off in Jacksonville's end. Left side of Charles Williams. Florida wins it. Winicky into the slot. Cannot pull the trigger. He'll drop it to the left. Calbo with a shot on goal. Softly on goal. Williams with a stick save. Rebound for Jacksonville. It's Pineda starting the charge. Pineda for Howardchuk. Back for Pineda into the zone onside. Calba beating him to the puck, however. He'll rim it around at the blue line. It's held in. Berzola, slap shot, turned aside by Johnson. But that was a good look there from the Icemen and Berzola. Angeli from center ice. He'll wrist it in cross corner. Berzola now behind his own net. Berzola gets away from a couple of forecheckers. Jacksonville plays it out to center. They continue with the puck. It is Lodermeyer onside for Berzola. Tries to center. It is knocked away by Johnson and cleared out by the Everblades. 4:33 to go in the second period. Jacksonville would love to connect for at least one in this second period and try and get within one going into the third.
Yeah, it'd be a big spark for this club if they can manage that. Give them something to build off of heading into the final frame.
Florida with a loose puck at center ice. Vandera steps around him and cuts into the slot. Another fantastic save. Williams that time with the left leg made that stop. Charles Williams is keeping the Icemen in this contest at the moment. Jacksonville now skates out of the zone. Harris, can he get by a man? He gets by one. Now he slips by another. He goes in behind the Florida goal line, continues with possession. What an effort here from Brendan Harris, taking it behind the net, and Harris gets it back. Centering feed, nobody home, and the Everblades will skate away with it. Florida with an intentional icing here. Jacksonville will be first on the puck, and they will call it. They knew that they were going to try and ice the puck. They were hoping that their teammate could get to the puck first. They were wrong. And Reader, let's go back to that effort from Brendan Harris to try and at least set up something offensively. He had to slip by, I think, 3 different defenders just to maintain possession of the puck.
I think he's been the Iceman's best player all series long early. He's just so tenacious. He just hustles 110%. I mean, you know, obviously he's got the 4 goals, but, you know, just the hustle, and he's just playing with a man possessed, especially on Saturday's game. He was incredible, the opportunities he was setting up.
Giles with a wrister from distance. Save is made, sticks her up high, and let's see if anything develops here. I think it's Verobe involved for Jacksonville. He had pinched in from the blue line there. It was in a screen, but Johnson was able to see it the whole way somehow. I don't know how, but he snatched it very confidently. These are the 2 best goaltenders in the playoffs for the 2 best defensive teams in the entire ECHL.
Matt Johnson has yet to lose a game in regulation in these playoffs. He lost an overtime game, that one up in Greenville in Game 5. But yeah, he's been very good here. He's been kind of a game changer. And then, you know, if he goes out for whatever reason or, you know, whatever the situation may be, they got Parker Gahagan, who's pretty decent goaltender as well. But obviously Johnson's going to be the guy they're riding right now. And why not? He's had the hot hand here. He's already got 1 shutout in this series, and he's thinking about another shutout right now here with 3:38 to go in the second period.
So you're saying he has a shutout right now, Reader?
I am saying that word. Yes, that's the way I would describe it.
Okay, interesting. Florida from the neutral zone. They clear it out of the zone. Jacksonville could not get a shot on net. Icemen back in their own zone. Christopher Brown behind his own net. Starts the outlet. Verobe's pass deflects out to center ice. McKay will rim it back in. Williams, good fake to Brown. He feeds it behind himself instead for Sternshine, or Verobe rather. And let's remind all of you again, the Icemen without several key components that would normally be factors tonight. Leading scorer, Craig Martin, out of action tonight. Top defender. Now 2-on-1 develops for Jacksonville. Wrist shot, save is made, rebound is cleared to the blue line, not out yet. Aliardi gets it back. Sternshine took the shot. I don't mind the shot or the decision, but Johnson made a big save.
Yeah, big save there on the other end. We talked about Williams making some big saves. Johnson, again, hasn't been tested with a ton of scoring chances like that, but he made the big one there for his club.
McCarron into the zone for Florida. Takes the slap shot. Save is made by Williams. He'll cover it up, and the draw will come to his left side. That play came from out of nowhere. I think it was a bad line change from Florida for that situation. But the Icemen have got to find a way to capitalize. It was well defended also by the Everblades. Sternshine, I think, had to take that shot because the pass was taken away. You want to get that pass across because usually it's going to give you some sort of open net. But, you know, Florida defensively, that's how you're supposed to play it. Take the pass away. Goaltender takes the shooter. And that's they did it textbook as well.
Oh, exactly. I mean, and again, that's really been the name of the game. Both teams have been pretty, you know, disciplined here in that regard. Obviously, the Icemen have maybe had a couple lapses in the series, but this is something that Florida's been doing all series long. They've been very sound and all phases, and they're getting the offensive support to boot. But since the first, you know, couple minutes of this game, the Icemen have done a pretty decent job, obviously with some good goaltending as well from Williams.
Icemen redirected into the Everblade zone. Lodermeyer continues to push as the whistle blows. Travis Howe gets in there with a little bit of a rabbit punch. He better be careful. And then Angeli with a punch behind the play also. Lynch with a bit of a face wash on Angeli. There's only been 2 power plays this entire game, 1 for each team. They were both midway through the first period, and that has been it. Certainly could use an Icemen power play right about now. But it appears that the officials are going to let them decide this one 5-on-5.
And I'm okay with that. You know, I mean, hey, listen, I think the Ice maybe could use a power play here to kind of get some momentum. And who knows? I mean, it's been really clicking right now. But if you're going to let them play here, it hasn't really been too out of hand as we've seen between these 2 teams in the past. But we'll see if that continues. Right now, the game's been kind of quiet from that front of it.
Face off in the Everblade zone. Harris on the draw. McCarron wins it for Florida. Behind his own net, Lucas Calbla. Stick handles up the left side. He'll gain center and then forehand in. Comes all the way around the wall for Derek Angeli. Angeli behind the net. Everblades still with it. McCarron spins away from Fortunato, feeding it to the blue line. It goes off the stick of LeBlanc and hops over it and out to his own end. LeBlanc chipping it off glass safely to center. Everblades move into forecheck. Gerdukas now looking for the steal. He's got it, finding Harris. Harris into the slot, leaving it for Hadfield at the blue line. Hadfield with a wrister and a screen. It goes over the crossbar. Icemen get it back. There's a minute 33 to go in the second period. Fortunato in the offensive zone. Wrister and a screen is blocked. Harris cannot hold it in. Florida will skate out. It goes off a skate. Everblades getting it right back, though. Pendenza, his goes off a skate as well. Everblades had some trouble getting out of the neutral zone, but they somehow had kept getting the puck redirected right back to them. Now it's Williams with another big save with the left pad. As Florida continues to pressure, trying to make it 3-0. Charles Williams has made several key saves in this period. As Fortunato gets tripped up, no call there. The crowd is beside themselves over that 9 call as we're now in the final minute of period number 2. You can hear the chorus of boos right now. The officials are letting him play, and fans certainly do not like that decision. Florida now with just 40 seconds to go in the period. They lofted out of their own zone. Neville going one-on-one against Berzola. Neville got a shot away. Williams able to jam his body up against the short side post. Icemen look to clear. Can't do it yet. It goes back down low. Berzola on the puck. Stick handles away from Solo. 23 seconds to go in the period. Berzola for Brown. Brown is onside. Drifts to the right. Throws it towards goal. It's deflected off the glass, then over the glass. It ends up being out of play. And the Icemen will get a face-off in the offensive zone with 15.4 seconds to go in period number 2. So one last chance with a draw in the offensive zone. Jacksonville out shooting Florida 21-20. The Icemen all postseason, they have only outshot their opponents one time all postseason this year. Florida has only been outshot one time on the flip side. That has been against the grain from what the Icemen were like in the regular season, where they were steadily outshooting their opponent, but not in the postseason here.
No, it hasn't been. You're right. Been outshot in every game, and very, very uncharacteristic, especially for a team that was #1 in the league in shots allowed on the season. So that's something that's again, we talked about, a little uncharacteristic of the club.
Centering feed for Panetta. That was a set play from Jacksonville, but Panetta couldn't quite reach it. 7 seconds to go in the period. Jacksonville hoping for one last shot here. Puck goes into the corner. McCarron drives it out of the zone. That will do it. The horn sounds, and the Icemen and Everblades stay in the exact same spot after 2 periods as they were after 1 period. Florida got 2 goals in the opening 4:03 of the game. There has been nothing since for either club. It remains 2-0 now after 2 periods of play. And Reader, the Icemen need perhaps their best period of the season coming into the 3rd period here. It is do or die here for the Icemen.
No, it really is. I mean, they've got to lay it all on the line here. And hey, we've seen that it can be done. But looking at the period, looking at the numbers, Arlie, the script was completely flipped there. 13-8 in the first period for Jacksonville, 13-8 for Florida in that second period. So the Icemen allowed a little bit more in the opportunities against, but didn't really get as many. But again, you're right. I think this is something that they're going to have to pull together one of their best periods, Arlie, and we saw it. And look, even if you got to take the page out of an opponent, hey, look at Atlanta. They played their best hockey in that 4-game series all in the 3rd period. I don't know why they waited till then, but hey, it can certainly be done. You're just a 2-goal deficit right now, something that the team has overcome several times this season. We've talked about it. They're going to have to do it, but they're going to have to come out with a little bit more fire here and say, hey, we're going to take control of this game, and we're going to start to put the puck in the net here and get some chances and see what happens from there. But again, Florida's doing. Really, they don't need to open up right now. No. And why would they? They haven't really had that to be. They know that they can just drop back, play the defensive game they're doing right now. That may be enough for them because they haven't been tested too much by Jacksonville.
No, the Icemen at some point in the very near future are going to have to start taking some chances offensively.
Yeah.
The Everblades right now are just packing it in defensively, and not allowing Jacksonville too many chances. But if the Icemen can get just get one, loosen them up just a touch, maybe get them a little tense as well, because then different when you're protecting a 1-goal lead as opposed to a 2-goal lead. If Jacksonville can cut this deficit in half, it could really change the complexion of the final 20 minutes of the contest.
Certainly can. Just takes the one to get it started here. They got to get that first one first anyway, so go ahead and get it. We'll see. Really impressed with the way Charles Williams has played, though. He's been tested a lot, and he's come up with the big saves. He's doing his part. It's time for the Icemen to get some offensive support for their goaltenders, and we'll see if they can do that here in the third. And again, it's just so frustrating, Arlie, because you look at the series and how it's played out. It took the Icemen, a period or so in game 1 to get their legs. They hadn't played in a while. But then game 2, they allowed the 4-goal first period. Then really kind of got to work and was chipping away and was able to come back. And here tonight, just the first 2 goals there, the first few minutes of the game. I mean, it's just so disappointing, because outside of that, Florida doesn't have anything else on the board.
No.
It would be a lot tighter. So they're right there. They've got to clean up the starts. There's no doubt about that. But at some point, whether they clean up the poor starts or not, they got to start scoring some goals. I mean, they only got 3 goals in this series here, and we're about to play the 9th period, so that's not going to cut it. They got to get more offense, and that was one of the the questions we had. Could this team score enough? And I think they could, if they can prevent the slow starts from happening and spotting teams 2 or 3 goals early.
Well, we'll find out what happens in the final 20 minutes of this one. The Icemen need their absolute best in the third period if they can try and come back against the Florida Everglades tonight. But after 2, it's the Florida Everglades 2, the Jacksonville Icemen nothing. We'll return in a couple minutes with Barry Schickling and ECHL Week postseason version. We'll be back in a moment. This is Jacksonville Icemen Hockey on flowhockey.tv and on Mixlr. Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Iceman action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training, and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. Flowhockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL.
Just be positive. Your Community First Mortgage champions make sure you get a great rate, a quick close, and can save you about $3,000 in closing costs. Apply at communityfirstfl.org. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Best Bet Jacksonville and Orange Park are open and excited to bring you the best in poker, simulcast wagering, cocktails, sushi, and more. Visit bestbetjacks.com for more information. Best Bet. Experience the best.
With one playoff round complete, the division finals are on tap. We'll get you up to speed on coaching and front office moves, plus highlights from every first-round series. If you're a hockey fan, you gotta be in love with this time of the season. ECHL Week starts right now.
Hi, welcome to another edition of ECHL Week. This time we come to you from the Bon Secours Wellness Arena in Greenville, South Carolina, home of the Swamp Rabbits. I'm Barry Schickling, and this is the 2022 Kelly Cup Playoffs on ECHL Week. 8 teams have already been eliminated from playoff contention. 8 teams remain. Let's kick today's show off by looking at previews for all 4 division final series. Considering the balance and strength of this season's 16 Kelly Cup playoff teams, it's not surprising that half of the first-round series went to their 7-game limit. Is there more 7-game drama for the division final round? We'll find out starting tonight. In the Central Division, Brabham Cup champ Toledo was pushed to the brink by Cincinnati before coming away with a Game 7 victory. The Walleye will take on Wheeling for their next challenge. Although the Nailers finished third during the regular season, Wheeling fared well against the Walleye. If you need more evidence that the Nailers have potential to advance to the Western Conference Final, Wheeling knocked off defending Kelly Cup champ Fort Wayne to get to this stage. A good start should be key. Both teams are 3-0 and leading after 2 periods during this postseason. Although the leading regular season scorer for the Walleye, TJ Hensick, is also atop the team scoring list in the playoffs, don't forget Brandon Hawkins, who hit the net 6 times in 7 first-round contests versus the Cyclones. On Wheeling's side, no goalie made more saves during the divisional semifinal round than Louis-Philippe Guindon. As long as he has continued success in that department, don't be surprised if this is another lengthy series. Mountain Division regular season champ Utah had to get through a 7-game series to oust Tulsa in the first round and did so using a remarkable 16 first-year players. A couple of Grizzlies put up eye-popping numbers in that series. Benjamin Tardif is tied for the playoff lead with 13 points, and ECHL Defenseman of the Year Charles-Edouard Dastou scored a league-best 9 times. A balanced regular season battle between the two indicates this could be a lengthy series. That could help Rapid City, which had a 5-day break between its elimination of Allen and the start of this matchup. Rush goaltender Lucas Parikh carries the 4th best goals against average into this series, but don't forget Utah goalie Trent Miner posted a league-high 7 shutouts during the regular season. Forwards Gabriel Chabot, Max Coda, and Stephen Bayless all averaged over a point a game for Rapid City during the season series versus the Grizzlies. Playoff clashes between teams which finish 1-2 in their divisions during the regular season are often hotly contested. This one should be no exception. The South Division Final is the only one in which both teams advanced without having to go to a first-round 7th game. Regular season division winner Florida had a challenge before eliminating Greenville 4-2. The Everglades Sunshine State opponent, Jacksonville, is in the division finals after its first ever playoff series victory, a 4-game sweep of Atlanta. The Icemen won't be sneaking up on Florida. Jacksonville won 7 of the 10 games between the two this regular season. Goalie Francois Brassard earned the Vitusi Award as the top goaltender in the ECHL, so Jacksonville, one of 2 third-place teams in the division finals, is a legitimate threat. Florida didn't do lots of scoring in its first-round victory, but its attack is balanced. 7 players scored more than a goal in the Greenville series. Blades goaltender Cam Johnson doesn't have the gaudy numbers of his opponent, but any goals against average under 2 is nothing to be scoffed at. And the only first-round game in which he allowed as many as 4 goals was decided in a second overtime. Unlike the other 3 divisions, North finalists Reading and Newfoundland spent practically the entire season occupying the top 2 spots. The Growlers, on the strength of an outstanding road record, spent much of the first half of the season atop the division. The last few months, it was Reading's turn. There's little to separate these two. They're deep up front and on the blue line, and both have quality goaltending. The Royals' Pat Nagel spent much of the year in the American League when he wasn't a member of the U.S. Olympic team. Growlers goalie Keith Petruzzelli was a member of the ECHL's all-rookie team, and he got into 5 AHL games as well. Newfoundland's Tyler Boland had an incredible first-round series, racking up 13 points, including 8 goals in 7 games. Reading has more of a defensive bent and is always looking to capitalize on opponents' errors. During the Royals' 4 wins over Maine in the first round, Reading gave up just 5 goals. It was Reading's first playoff series win since 2016. The Growlers have never lost a postseason matchup. Both of these teams are good enough to win the Kelly Cup. One of them will have its season end with this series.
Hi, we're the Rabbits of Greenville Swamp Rabbits, and you are watching ECHL Week. Go Rabbits!
Lots of news about coaches leads off our news from around the ECHL. South Carolina was impressed enough by the performance of interim head coach Brendan Kotick at the end of this past season that the team has removed the interim portion of his title. Kotick started his career behind the bench as an assistant for the Stingrays prior to the 2021 season. That year, last year, he helped the team reach the Kelly Cup Finals. This season, he replaced Ryan Blair on March 7th and piloted the Rays to a 10-8 record to complete the season. South Carolina didn't qualify for the playoffs. Having someone who has been here for 2 years that understands our goals and initiatives on and off the ice is very important to the success of the team, said Stingrays president Rob Kincannon. We were very impressed with Brendan's work ethic, his attention to details, and his passion for winning. He has earned this opportunity, said Kotick. 2 years ago, Rob and team owner Todd Halloran took a chance on me, and today I'm named the head coach of the South Carolina Stingrays. I always worked hard as a player to get better, and it has been no different as a coach. Kotick's playing stops in the ECHL included Toledo and Greenville. The Stingrays also announced that formerly interim assistant coach Ryan Bork will return to assist Kotick next season. The Orlando Solar Bears and former coach general manager Drake Barahowski have agreed to part ways. Team president Chris Heller said, "We thank Drake immensely for his contributions and helping build a culture within our locker room that has made us a destination for ECHL free agents and for NHL clubs to develop their prospects. His commitment to this organization was always of the highest caliber." Barahowski was in his second stint as the team's head coach after starting in the position in November of 2016. He also had led the team during its first year, 2012-13. The team qualified for the Kelly Cup playoffs in 3 straight seasons from 2017 through 19. Orlando went 33-31-7 this past year and did not reach the postseason. Said Barahowski, "I'm especially appreciative of the support my family and I have received from the community. The fans here in Orlando are second to none in the ECHL." Orlando and new to the ECHL Savannah are the teams currently in need of head coaches. A couple of teams have changed executives. Allen has promoted Johnny Mydra to be its new president. In his previous role as vice president of ticketing, Mydra led the team to records in season and group ticket sales while finishing first in the ECHL for year-over-year revenue growth. "I'm extremely pleased that we have an individual on our team who can step in seamlessly. Johnny is a leader among leaders. He has the skill set and enthusiasm to take the Allen Americans to the next level," said team owner Jack Galati. Meanwhile, about 750 miles to the northeast, the Iowa Heartlanders have announced that Tom Hamilton has been named team president. An Iowa City native, Hamilton spent 33 years working for a large Midwestern supermarket chain. Hamilton replaces Brian McKenna, a former ECHL commissioner. Said McKenna, "The timing is right to transition to local leadership. Tom's knowledge of the community will allow him to lead the growth of the fan base and to broaden the ties of the team on a local and regional basis."
Highlights from all the division semifinal series are next on ECHL Week.
Thinking of selling your home? Now is the perfect time. Few homes are available for sale, and this increases the competition. Many homes are selling above asking price. Buyers are offering seller-favorable terms, few contingencies, closing dates that meet sellers' needs, large down payments, or all-cash offers. Want to know what homes like yours are selling for? Contact Will Springer today.
It's highlight time, and this time that means looking back at all the first-round Kelly Cup playoff series. 4 of the 8 first-round series went to 7 games, and one of those, Wheeling versus Fort Wayne, went to overtime in the deciding match. The Nailers won 3 times in Indiana in this series, but the moment fans will long remember is the final game-winning goal, which brought the team its first playoff series success in 6 seasons. Matthew Kersia was the hero for the Nailers, and the Comets' bid for back-to-back championships was dashed.
Matthew Garcia!
Toledo will be Wheeling's opponent in the Central Division Final. It also took 7 games for the Walleye to end Cincinnati's season. Toledo goalie Billy Christopoulos put up a wall early in the final match, and Brandon Hawkins chose an especially opportune time for his second career Kelly Cup playoff hat trick. A jam-packed Huntington Center relished the moment as the Walleye looked to at least duplicate their last Kelly Cup playoff go-round when they won the Eastern Conference Championship in 2019. It took regular season North champion Reading 6 games, not 7, to oust Maine, but it was a defensive battle in only one game where more than 5 goals scored. These teams faced one another a combined 16 times in the regular and postseasons, and amazingly, the home team won 15 of them. Jacob Pritchard notched the series winner for the Royals. Reading's next opponent is the Growlers, who had their hands full having to go to the 7th game to eliminate Trois-Rivières. Tyler Boland capped off a terrific first round with his 7th and 8th goals of the playoff season, and his second one in the deciding game was a beauty. Newfoundland's offense is humming, having scored 4 or more goals in 5 of the 7 games versus the Lions. The series.
And we are back. Arlie Johnson along with Alex Reed. Barry, thank you so much. Sorry we had to cut you off so abruptly, but we got some hockey to play here, and nothing more important than right now. Let's bring our mics down, bring up the music. Third period hype music is in effect, and the Icemen need it. All right, we are ready. Crowd is up on their feet. Unfortunately, this is the loudest they've been all night, was just then at the hype music reader, but the Icemen players want to make sure that that's not the loudest it gets all night long. They want to give them more to cheer for. They've got to do it in these next 20 minutes.
It's got to be their best period of hockey in the playoffs here, Harley. And definitely in this series with the playoffs in general, they got to bring it because Florida's playing really well defensively. They've got to find a way to get through, get some pressure up, and make them uneasy a little bit, make them nervous. Florida hasn't really seen a lot of adversity here in this series. They've never trailed in this series. They got to get something on their heels here. We'll see what happens.
Everblades clear into the Icemen zone. We are underway. Third period. Jacksonville trails by a pair. 2-0 is the score. Icemen in their own zone. Brown for Fortunato. Left side for Hadfield. Outlet pass for Harris. He couldn't handle it. Comes free for the Everblades. 2-on-2 in transition. Aliardi cuts to the net. Cannot get the shot away. Tried to go wide on the defender, but couldn't get the shot off. Everblades hold it in. They'll play it down deep, and around the boards we go to the near side. Comes loose for Harris. He'll chip it off glass and out. Comes free to the red line for the Everblades. Jacksonville gets a line change in the process. It's McCarron dropping it deep in his own zone. Then Masella. Cross-ice look, deflected in by Blake Winicky. Winicky behind the Jacksonville net. Hadfield beats him by half a stride. Loose into the corner. Howardchuk tries to work it free, but it's Winicky knocking it back. McCarron knocked it out of midair and drives it around the boards to the opposite wing. It's Derek Angeli for McCarron. Back to Angeli. Slap shot saved by Williams. Rebound for Jacksonville. It's Fortunato. A couple of Florida men ran into each other, McCarron and Winicky. I know they're good buds. I didn't realize they were that good buds. Loose at center ice, Florida with it. Giving it up to Jacksonville. It's Luke Lynch shoveling it down the backhand. They're very tight, Reader. They're very tight.
Well, they've been a pretty lethal 1-2 punch for the last few years.
Yeah. 5 years running, I believe.
Yeah.
Since the inaugural season for the Icemen. Jacksonville has really held those two in check all season long for the most part. I think they have a combined 3 goals in 12 games. As the Icemen get a steal, it is Brown in the slot. Can he get a shot away? No, but he still has it. Now he rifles one over the crossbar. He just never could get that puck towards goal. Jacksonville does keep it in, at least for the moment. They get it back with Sanchez left circle. Shot towards goal. Save is made. Rebound is loose. They can't get it on goal. Centering feed again. Knocked out of the air by Johnson. And Florida comes away with the puck. They'll chip it off glass and out to center ice. Good shift there from Jacksonville as the Icemen drive it right back into the zone. But Jacksonville never could get that shot on goal that they really needed.
No, puck just kind of hopping around, just won't settle for him to really get a good clean shot off and a clean opportunity. But they'll see if they can get the next one that they get in that zone. When it happens, they got to start making them convert.
Everblades with the puck inside their line. It's DeRoche. Wing to wing for McKay. McKay flips a backhander for Solo. Zach Solo, who had the opening goal in this game just a couple of minutes in. And Florida plays it into the zone. Trying to get it to the blue line. It's tapped away by Jacksonville. Back out to Florida's end. Calbo with it. Carrying up the left wing. He'll gain center. He'll forehand in. Williams behind his net. He'll play it himself around the wall. Blocked there by Michael Neville. Centering feed picked off by Jacksonville. It's Brendan Harris with it. Harris shifting around one man. Dropping it back for Sean Giles. He's got a little more space. Giles up the left side. Picked off by Florida. Taken back by the Icemen now in the neutral zone. It's Fortunato, cross ice look. Jacksonville takes it in the zone. Good physical play by the Icemen to keep it in. Trying the sharp angle shot. Save is made. Rebound Fortunato. Another save by Johnson with no rebound. Hadfield had the first shot with a dead angle shot from the goal line. Johnson was shaky with that one. And then it set up the second opportunity. But Johnson able to make that save and hold on. But the Icemen, I like the way that they started in the opening 3 minutes and change here.
Yeah, had pressure on that one shift that we talked about. Just couldn't get the puck to settle down. That time right there, just a good chance, a good rip. Rebound came up down to the point. So a couple stops made that time.
Face-off will be to the left of Johnson. We have a celebrity in the crowd tonight, Reader.
We do that for sure.
Celebrity head coach, former of the Jacksonville Icemen, now assistant coach for the Buffalo Sabres, Jason Christie. Smurf is in the building here. First time all year. He had a great season in Buffalo for the Buffalo Sabres, and it is a thrill to see him here. And hopefully he will be perhaps the catalyst for Jacksonville getting back into this game.
Absolutely. We got an icing whistle here, but great year, at least at the end of the year. I know Buffalo didn't make the playoffs, but I'll tell you what, second half of the season, those young guys were, they got a young group there that was playing some pretty good hockey, and they still got some guys waiting in the wings in the AHL. Rochester's got a lot of guys that even part of the fold here. I was talking with them about it. They're excited what they got in Buffalo, and not to mention they can now go out in the summer. Now they got things, a nucleus starting to grow. They can go out and get those other pieces to really bring it together. So I'm glad to see that Smurf's a part of that, and he was pretty excited about it.
As he should be. Plenty of cap space as well. Maybe they'll have a couple of splashes in free agency. They just got Owen Power from the University of Michigan, #1 overall pick as well.
Yeah, they're Tage Thompson had a great year.
Yes,
I mean, they're just they got Jack Quinn waiting. He's an AHL Player of the Year, I think. He's waiting in the wings there. So it looks like they might get things turned around up there. But it's great to see Jason always and here enjoying some Iceman hockey. It's got to be a little weird for him, though, sitting in the stand.
I got to talk to him for about 20 seconds, and that was the one question I asked him. Got to be weird being in the crowd. He goes, oh, yeah, it's very strange.
Yeah.
Florida gets a shot towards goal. It is blocked in front. Goes into the corner. Angeli gets driven into the glass by Zach Berzola. Icemen look to clear it out. They cannot do it. McCarron at the blue line. Tosses it to the right side for Sambrook. Centering feed. Blocked in front. Williams, big save. Rebound just wide off the stick of Angeli. And the Icemen are able to clear it away. Finally, it is Howarchuk off the boards and out to center. Kalbla wristing it in. Williams unable to block it behind the net. Florida's first on the puck. They'll rim it around to the near side. Jacksonville now first on it. It is Lynch knocking it free. He'll start the rush. Going wing to wing. It's deflected into the zone by Panetta. Masella tried to clear it out. It went off a skate, but right back to his own teammate. I think Florida's had a little bit of puck luck tonight, too, with some clearing attempts in their own zone that have just kind of bounced their way. You could even argue that the 2-on-1 goal in the opening couple of minutes was just sort of a weird bounce that bounced their way also and created that opportunity. Of course, they finished it off. The Icemen have not been able to do such a thing tonight.
Well, when you're a team that's having a difficult time scoring, you don't get any of those bounces. I mean, you've got to fight your way through it. You're not going to get the luck. You got to earn it, and that's what Jacksonville's going to have to do.
Florida all alone. Shot goes over the crossbar from Van Der Esch. Jacksonville could not clear the zone. Icemen get it back. They're fortunate to be in a situation where they can get it back. It's Howardchuk through center ice. He'll get to center and clear in. Jacksonville needs a line change. 14:22 to go in the third period. It remains Florida 2, Jacksonville nothing. Lucas LeBlanc headmans it for Alex Aliardi. Aliardi trying to set up Solo behind the net. He'll play it into the opposite corner. Levko Koper driven into the boards by Travis Howe. Comes free for Jacksonville. Harris around the wall. Held in at the line by McKay. Goes behind the net. Koper now for Florida. And some pressure here from the Everglades. DeRoche for Aliardi. Aliardi, top of the circle, slap shot blocked in front. Comes loose still for Florida. Aliardi knocked into the corner. He keeps possession. Solo with a shot in the screen. Save is made. Rebound back to Solo. Solo into the slot. Shot and another great save by Williams, but the Icemen play it over the glass and out. This is going to be delay of game against Jacksonville and a power play for Florida when we come back. 13:34 to go in the third period. The Everblades still on top, 2-0, and they have a power play when we return. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey on Mixlr and on flowhockey.tv.
The Jacksonville Icemen are always looking to give back to the communities of North Florida. The team offers a ticket fundraising program that many local nonprofits and schools and charitable organizations can take advantage of. The program is simple. Your organization sells tickets to an Iceman home game, and a portion of each ticket purchase will go directly to your cause. This is a fun and easy way to raise money and gain exposure for your organization or school. For more information, contact the Iceman office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or log on to jacksiceman.com.
Just be in control. With free interest checking and great digital tools, Community First makes smarter banking simple. Add an account at justbeyourself.com. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA.
2-0 Florida. The Everblades are on the power play. A delay of game to Brendan Harris. Just the second power play of the night for Florida. Jacksonville does win the faceoff. Lynch will clear it out to center ice. Florida has allowed 3 shorthanded goals this postseason. And you feel like the Everblades might try and use this power play as a chance to maybe put the game away, but maybe that makes them a little susceptible to a potential shorthanded bid for the Icemen.
Yeah, I mean, Icemen had decent amount, 14, I believe.
Here comes Jacksonville, 3-on-2, shorthanded. Lynch, left circle, shot on goal, save is made by Johnson. Rebound swept away by Florida, 3-on-1 the other way, look out. It's Winicky, left circle. Shot on goal, saved by Williams, and he'll hang on.
Well, the Icemen went for it there, Harley. Short-handed, set up a good chance there. Decent look. Only problem when you do that and you're already shorthanded, usually the odd man rush goes the other way. We just saw it there, 3-on-1. But guess who came up with the save? Charles Williams coming up big once again here. He's been great here in both the last 2 games here, Harley. And he's just begging right now. Give me some offensive support here, guys.
It's always asking. He has been brilliant in relief 2 consecutive games for the Icemen. Everblades win the draw. Still plenty of time on their power play. Aliardi, seam pass, all alone. Rister goes over the crossbar from Florida. That was off the stick of Gennaro, who we have not seen a whole lot of tonight, at least since the first period. Jacksonville tries to clear. They'll drive it into the boards, but not out yet. Gennaro holds in to the blue line for Masella. Now it's Aliardi. Down low, Derek Angeli. Playing it up high. Masella, cross-ice slapper by Gennaro. Blocked in front. I don't think Williams got a piece of that one. Hadfield tries to clear, but the Everblades get it back behind the net. Sean Giles defending. Did well to play it away from one man, but the Everblades hold it in. Angeli loses the puck. Man goes down. I think this is a penalty on Florida. Derek Angeli going to the box. It's going to be 4-on-4 for 39 seconds. And then Jacksonville will be on the power play after that. And that's exactly what the Icemen needed. They got to try and kill off this 4-on-4, maybe even score in the 4-on-4 situation. And then a power play after that for the Icemen.
Yeah, and we'll see what they can do with it here. It's Jacksonville. They need something here to go their way, and they'll get a crack on the power play. It'll be a shortened attempt. So there's still 39 seconds remaining on the Harris penalty, but a little extra space there in the open ice. We'll see.
It's harder to pack it in defensively when it's 4-on-4.
Correct,
So we'll see if Jacksonville can use this open ice with Abbott Gerdukas and Christopher Brown out there, along with Brandon Fortunato and Pavel Vorobey, and that big shot that he employs. Everglades win the draw, though. That was a big face-off, in my opinion, but Florida won it. Trying to clear it away, but it ends up in the Icemen bench. Was they cleared out from center ice, or was it cleared out from inside the blue line? That's the decision. It was over the blue line, so the face-off comes out to center. Jacksonville will get Brendan Harris back out onto the ice in 31 seconds. No doubt he'll stay out there on the first power play unit for the Icemen. For the moment, it's Derek Lodermeyer with Ben Howarchuk, Jacob Panetta, and Zach Berzola on defense for the Icemen. Florida wins another draw. It's Masella at his own line, feeding it cross ice. It goes behind his teammate, Pendenza. He has to regroup behind his own net. Jacksonville tries to move into forecheck. Howarchuk goes in there. LeBlanc up the left side. Gets it by everybody all the way into the Iceman zone. Will this be icing? It will be. So an offensive zone draw here for Jacksonville. And Brendan Harris will be out of the box in 12 more seconds.
That's another area where the Icemen have struggled in the series in the face-offs. They haven't been great. Right now, I think this is a point where they got to be great here when you got power play opportunities. I know it's still 4-on-4, but if they can win this draw, only 12 seconds to go on the Harris penalty, he'll be out. The Icemen could already have possession set up, and they can get to work.
Gerdukas on the face-off. Florida wins another one. It's three in a row that they've won here.
Yeah, it's just been kind of dominating here in the whole series, really.
LeBlanc out to center ice, played it in deep. Icemen with the puck now. Coming out of the box is Harris. The Icemen are now on the power play. Gerdukas, good feed for Harris over the blue line for Brown. Brown feeding it for Gerdukas at the left circle. Power play still for another minute 10. At the blue line, it's Jacob Panetta looking for Harris. Harris cross ice for Brown. The Icemen really need this one. Brown, seam pass, Panetta, slap shot deflected behind the net. Gerdukas gets it back. Centering feed, Jacksonville cannot get it on goal. It is now Nazarian behind the net for Harris. Harris on his backhand for Nazarian, still behind the goal line. Nazarian spinning away from a man. That's Kalba. Gerdukas is there helping out. Gerdukas tries to jam it free. 3-on-1, man goes down, and another penalty on Florida. Delayed call, Jacksonville tries to get the puck back. Florida would be better served touching the puck. There is, did they touch it, or are we playing on? We're playing on. I thought Florida touched that puck. They should want that touch of the puck, Jacksonville. It's a 5-on-3 power play. It's a boarding call against the Everglades. 5-on-3 for 28 seconds. Reader, I thought the Icemen should have had about another 10 seconds on that power play. It looked like Florida gained possession at center ice.
Yeah, it looked like they had it, or at least got a touch of it there on the curve as they were trying to poke at it. But big time opportunity here. It would have been nice to have the extra 10 seconds here. But here we go, a 5-on-3 for 28 seconds. And we talked about face-off, Harley. This is a key one here. The Icemen have to win it here with only limited time on the 5-on-3.
Gerdukas on the draw. He's got Brendan Harris to his right. Along the boards, Aaron Azarian to his left in the slot. At the line, it's Christopher Brown with Jacob Panetta. 5-on-3 for 28 seconds for the Icemen, trying to get on the board and cut this deficit in half. Puck is down, scramble for the puck. The Icemen are not able to keep it in the zone. It goes out to the loop to the blue line. Brown tries to hustle to get it back into the zone quickly. He is onside on the right. Brown all the way to the blue line. Panetta is there. The Icemen set up. 12 seconds left on the two-man advantage. It is Gerdukas behind the net for Harris. Harris back for Gerdukas. 5 seconds to go on the two-man advantage. Gerdukas leaving it for Panetta. Gerdukas gets it back. Florida gets one man back. Brown in the slot. Rister off the post, I believe. Maybe Johnson got a piece with the blocker. 5-on-4 power play now for the Icemen. It's Panetta looking for Gerdukas. Back for Panetta at the blue line. Right side, it's Brown. He's got some space. Closes, fires. It's just wide, and it caroms all the way out to center. Florida is trying to get a quick line change. The Icemen are going to be called for offside. Nazarian did not clear the zone in time, and Jacksonville misses out on a golden opportunity.
Yeah, they did that early. Again, you got to be opportunistic too, and just they cannot seem to get anything going here early. You can see the frustration. They still got time here on this power play, a minute 9. So we'll see what they can do. They got to try to convert here, but they had some time, but it just wasn't a lot of urgency on that 5-on-3. Just soft passes. You know, you got to move it around effectively in those situations, get Florida to spread out when you really have an opportunity to do just that when they only got 3 guys.
Icemen have it in their own zone. A minute to go on this power play. Fortunato spins away from Levko Koper. He'll start the attack. Right side, it's Lynch. Lynch over the blue line. Icemen are onside. Playing it in deep. Masella tries to get the puck away from Lodermeyer. Around the boards, held in briefly, comes free for the Icemen. Kicked away by Florida. Kalba on the backhand will sweep it out of the zone high into the air. 36 seconds to go on the power play for the Icemen. It's Fortunato. Once again, starting out of his own zone. Luke Lynch over the blue line, onside. Verobe off the boards for Lodermeyer. Lodermeyer ridden into the boards by McKay. Comes loose for Michael Neville, and Florida will skate out of the zone this time. And I don't know if the Icemen get a single shot on goal in this power play. Just 15 seconds to go on the 5-on-4. 8:50 to go in the game. Jacksonville still trails 2-0. Desperately hoping for an opportunity here, but Florida now shorthanded. Solo into the zone. He's by himself. Teams now go to full strength as Solo plays it behind the goal line. Jacksonville collects the puck, but the Icemen unable to convert on that brief 5-on-3 power play and the ensuing 5-on-4. 2-0 Florida, 8:25 on the clock in the third period. Jacksonville plays it in deep. Johnson unable to block it behind the net. Harris into the corner, knocked off the puck by Masella, around the boards, over the blue line and out. And the Icemen get it back in the neutral zone. It's Hadfield from center. He'll wrist it in cross corner. Howardchuk gives chase. LeBlanc beats him by a stride. LeBlanc steps around Howardchuk, and a clean entry out of his own end. It's LeBlanc flipping it into the air to the left of Williams. Berzola spins away from a man very deftly. Sanchez for Gerdukis, back for Sanchez. Cross ice, but nobody home, and the Everblades have it. It's Kalba for John McCarron, who will forehand it in. Williams playing it behind his net for Zach Berzola. Shots on goal, dead even at 26 apiece right now. Berzola airmails it by everybody. This is going to be icing against Jacksonville with 7:34 on the clock. And the Icemen in need of a couple of goals here to send this one to overtime. If not, it's going to be Florida with a commanding 3-0 series lead here.
That's the situation here, Arlie. We were talking about what a big swing game this was. You know, if you're Iceman, you find a way to win. You make it a one-game series and a chance to tie it tomorrow. But right now, it's not been the case here. Florida's got this chance. They can close it out. They're going to have, like you said, we talked about stranglehold on it. And they'll go do just that. But with 2 more games here in Jacksonville, 1 more game and potentially a second one here for the rest of the week.
Williams makes a save off the draw. He'll hold on, and we will go to break. It is 2-0 Florida. The Icemen down to just 7:24 left in this game to try and send this one at least to overtime. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
If you feel that passion is just a start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
Just be confident. Community First makes smarter banking simple so you can relax, knowing you're managing your money the right way, yours. Visit justbeyourself.com. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA.
2-0 Everblades with the lead over the Jacksonville Icemen. They also lead this best-of-7 series 2-0. Looking to put a stranglehold on this one if the Icemen cannot come back. Do the Icemen have a final push in them? They need a pair of goals in the final 7:24 of regulation to try and send this one to overtime. Jacksonville with only 5 shots on goal in this third period, and that's with a couple of power plays as well, including a 5-on-3. Albeit briefly. Puck is down, Jacksonville collects. It is Harris up the left side. Tries the outlet pass for Nazarian, gets by one man, but it's gonna be offside. He put himself offside, actually, as he knocked the puck away from a Florida player. But he gained the line before the puck gained the line. You're allowed to do that if you have possession, but he clearly did not. And the draw will come outside the Florida line. Not the Florida-Georgia line, that's a ban.
Nice pun.
Thank you. Jacksonville needs something offensively. Brown, Gerdukis, and Howardchuk up front. Florida possesses. Again, winning so many face-offs are the Everblades. It's Aliardi from center. He'll flip it in deep. Jacksonville drives it right back out. Here come the Icemen. Gerdukas good behind the back feed. Over the blue line, Howardchuk is onside, trying to go wide on Sambrook. Howardchuk feeds it to the line. Giles with a slap shot that's deflected behind the net. Loose puck there. Gerdukas takes the body. Howardchuk takes the puck. Richter is blocked. Brown gets a shot away, but it's deflected softly on goal. And Johnson will easily glove it out of the air. That could have been among the best chances, but at some point you also have to give credit to the Everglades. I mean, they were the first place team in the South for a reason. They've been the first place team, I want to say, is it 5 years in a row? I could be off by a year or so, at least 4 out of 5. And, you know, they're playing fantastic hockey right now, and this is a very experienced team as well that knows how to close things out. And right now, the Icemen, this very young squad, trying to figure things out, trying to find a way to puncture this defense, but thus far, it has been impenetrable. Everblades win yet another draw. It's McKay for DeRoche. Stick handles away from one man. He'll send it to center. Icemen get it back, trying to play it into the zone, but it's knocked free by Florida at the blue line. Derek Angeli will sweep it in. Panetta hustles after it. McKay, however, the defenseman pinches in to hold it in the zone. Panetta getting it back. He'll stick handle behind his own net. Down to 6:14 to go in the contest. It's Panetta, right side for Berzola. Berzola gains center. He'll play it in. It ends up on net. Johnson's just going to pounce on it and take the face-off. And I think he has the ability to do that because he knows that the Everblades have been so good, well, on the face-off dot tonight. I think they've won about the last 5 in a row.
Yeah, I mean, that's been, you know, these are all the little details that typically happen, and the Icemen just haven't been winning any of these battles, you know, those stats. And winning the face-offs, plays, big-time plays and goals can happen off face-off wins, and you just kind of set yourself back when you don't win those. So we'll see what they got here. They got to really, it's got check time, but time is winding down.
Icemen win the draw. Fortunato has space. Wrist shot, save, no rebound. He had some room. Very rare that the Icemen have had any room in the offensive zone all night long. Fortunato let a wrister away from about 40 feet, hoping for more traffic in front. We haven't seen much of that tonight either. It's been tough to get into the greasy areas right at the top of the crease of the Everblades. At least the Icemen won that face-off, though. Florida wins this one, and they are able to clear it out. It is Gerdukas turning at the red line. He'll play it down low. Masella first on it for Florida. Off the boards, deflected out by Van Der Esch. Again, nothing fancy from the Everblades. They don't have to be fancy. Jacksonville dumping and chasing again. Masella turns to the outside. Flips it up the wall. The Icemen hold it in. Gerdukas spins to his backhand, trying to kick the puck free for Brown. Brown into the right wing corner. Trying to go back to Gerdukas, but Masella breaks it up. Masella around the wall. Gennaro looks to clear, held in. It's Gerdukas at the blue line, playing it for Fortunato. Brown is helping out also. Masella to the blue line. Gerdukas holds it in. Gerdukas trying to play it towards goal, knocked out of the air by the Everblades. Here comes Florida. It is Pendenza for Gennaro, makes a play, breakaway Everblades, big save by Williams. Man, he has been brilliant tonight. Charles Williams has not allowed a goal tonight. Jacksonville back the other direction. It is Hatfield all by himself. He'll play it in deep. Calbla for Florida. We're down to the final 5 minutes of the contest. And Charles Williams, give him several props. He made another save just as we're talking about him on a deflection.
He's just been great. He's been, you know, no doubt a star here for Jacksonville in a game that hasn't been very bright. So we'll see what happens at 4:36, but Charles Williams has been sound.
Icemen into the zone. Pass from Harris is deflected behind the net. He gets it back. Sambrook takes the body on him. Harris gets hauled down on the play. Pinching in from the line is Verobe. Verobe at the far side wall. Tries to kick it loose. He gets it to the line. Howardchuk steps around a man, shoots it towards goal. It is blocked. Nazarian with a turnaround shot. Blocked. Giles gets it back. Cross ice. One-timer from Verobe. Also blocked by Florida. And it is cleared out to center ice.
Florida is doing everything right. They can do no wrong right now, Hardy. They're blocking shots, winning draws. They're getting in lanes. They're winning battles. They are completely controlling things right now.
They're doing all the little things, but the Icemen are back in the offensive zone. Johnson into the corner. Berzola throws it right through the slot. Nobody there. Florida in transition. Possible 3-on-2. McCarron over the blue line. Drop pass for Winicky at the circle. Rister is deflected wide. Angeli pokes it back into the corner. Jacksonville collects it, and they will clear it out. But this is going to be icing, I believe, assuming it reaches the line, and it does. Clock stops with 3:32 to go, and Reeder down by a pair. I wonder if the next time Jacksonville gets it in the offensive zone, if Charles Williams leaves for the bench.
I'm going to bet they will, because you're down by 2. We saw in the Florida Panthers game last night, they pulled the goaltender with 3 minutes left and ended up tying the game. And that's something you're starting to see. Before it was the standard, okay, 1 minute, now we pull the goalie. Teams are getting a little bit earlier and earlier. The analytics suggest that teams do so. Nick Luco's been doing this all season long.
Yes.
Hey, if you got nothing going, what's it matter whether you allow an empty net goal at 3:30, where you allow it in the final minute? You got to get something here going, and the Icemen need 2 goals. So I would be a little surprised if Williams did not come off the second the Icemen get some sustained pressure in the offensive zone.
Well, here come the Icemen. Berzola plays it in deep. Williams is still in the crease for now. Maybe he's waiting to see if the Icemen get possession. They never did, so it's a good thing that Williams ended up staying in the net there.
He was already looking at the net. Williams knows that they'll be calling him off here. But again, the Icemen didn't have possession. You need to wait till you get it, and then at that point, pull the goaltender.
Here comes Florida. Breakaway. Van Der Esch is second in a row. Van Der Esch never got the shot, but a penalty on Jacksonville. Delayed call. Kalbla, wrister on goal. Save is made. Rebound touched up by Jacksonville. It's going to be a slashing call, which took away a breakaway chance for Dylan Van Der Esch, and that may put this one on ice here.
Yeah, it may, no doubt about it. And I mean, because even if the Icemen can kill it off, now you have 51 seconds to work with. You still need 2 goals. And a lot of the fans here already believing that that's pretty much it. But, you looked at the situation there, too. I mean, even if the Icemen do pull the goaltender, I mean, you're just going to even up the thing at that point, because you won't actually have that extra attacker.
Right.
So.
Oh, it's just the worst possible scenario here for Jacksonville. No goals in this game after the opening 4:03 of the contest. Florida scored twice in the opening minutes. Zach Solo, Joe Pendenza. Since then, it's been nothing fancy. Truthfully, it has not been that exciting a game from a playoff standpoint. It's just been Florida taking the 2-0 lead and just resting on it for 55 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's how it's been since very early in the contest.
I mean, talk about taking care of business early. That's really it. And they just sat back and dropped back the whole game. They haven't had to be excited. They didn't have to play flashy. They had the 2-goal lead. They're basically daring the Icemen, okay, you're having a difficult time scoring, then go ahead, try us. And they just haven't been able to do it, unfortunately. And the Icemen on the verge of being shut out here for the second time in this series.
Faceoff will be to the right side of Charles Williams. Florida on their 3rd power play of the evening. Sandbrook at the blue line. Florida does have 2 defensemen out there. As I would expect, they have to play conservatively. They're not necessarily needing the goal, but they're going to give it a go. Wrister from Sandbrook goes wide. Gennaro holds it in, feeding Pendenza behind the Icemen net. Up high it is Sandbrook, left side. Cross ice to Masella. Around the perimeter, it's all here done all around the perimeter from Florida. Pendenza, left wing corner. Back up high for Sandbrook. Nearly lost the handle, but he holds it in. He'll rim it in around the boards. Fortunato gets a piece of it. Trying to clear it out is Gerdukas. He cannot do it yet. Tied up along the far side wall. It comes free for the Icemen. Fortunato, backhand flip pass for Berzola. He's got some space, but remember, Jacksonville is short-handed. Skating out of the zone is Howardchuk, but he can't get the puck out of the zone. He'll wrist it around and out. Jacksonville is able to clear it without an icing call since they're short-handed, but we're down to just 1:52 to go in the game. Florida on top, 2-0. Blake Winicky forehanding it in. Williams stays in his crease. Goes behind the Jacksonville net, trying to clear it out as Hadfield. He does get it out. LeBlanc at his own blue line, defended by Lodermeyer. LeBlanc spins away from Lodermeyer. Just 40 seconds to go on the power play for the Everglades. Winicky plays it behind the Jacksonville net. Giles with a hit on Solo, trying to clear out his Jacksonville. Took a couple of whacks at it, but they do clear it out of the zone. But just 28 seconds to go on the power play. More importantly, just 1:15 to go in the contest. Icemen trail by 2. It is looking bleak right now as the Everblades have it at center ice. McCarron flips it into the right of Williams, or the left of him, rather. Berzola loses it to a double team. It's stolen by Florida. Cross ice look for Sandbrook. Sandbrook behind the net. Jacksonville gets it back. 53 seconds to go in the game. Jacksonville back at full strength. Can they get the puck into the offensive zone? They do. It ends up into the bench, and this is going to be a face-off in the offensive zone for Jacksonville. Nick Luco calls for Charles Williams to come to the bench. perhaps a timeout will follow this. Seen stranger things, I suppose, but it's going to take a minor miracle here for Jacksonville to score not once, but twice in the final 48 seconds.
Yeah, it's when it's been so tough all game long here, but we've seen crazier things can happen. But again, starts here. They got the empty net now. They got the extra attacker, and big face-off here.
They're going to have to add a little time here. Go ahead, Reader.
I was saying the Icemen looked like they had it for a moment. Like, oh, they're going to get a shot off here, but somebody didn't do the face-off right, so do one more try.
No timeout either here by Jacksonville. They have Brendan Harris, Christopher Brown, Jacob Panetta, Abbott Gerdukas, James Sanchez is out there at the top of the circle. Brandon Fortunato at the blue line. Jacksonville does win the draw. Fortunato with a drive. Glove saved by Johnson. He saw it all the way. And another draw comes to his right. Jacksonville, for them, that's shot number 27 on the evening. Florida has 30. This is another game that the Icemen are going to be outshot in the contest, at least in all likelihood they will be.
It's the most shots, though, they've had here in the series. And again, they were held to 22 and 20 in the first two games, so.
Icemen win another draw. Gerdukas in the high slot. Fortunato at the blue line. Right side, it is Sanchez. Rister goes wide, maybe deflected by Brown. Gerdukas gets it back to the blue line. Panetta, Rister in a screen. Glove save made by Johnson. He was able to see it through traffic. 33.5 seconds to go. Maybe Jacksonville will end up evening up Florida in the shot category in this one. That's going to be shot number 29 now for the Icemen.
Yeah, maybe they will, but small victories, right?
Yes. One more face-off to the right of Cam Johnson. Harris on the draw this time for Jacksonville. Florida wins it this time. It's Masella. Loses it to Brown. Brown tries to play it up high. It's deflected out of the zone. Fortunato gives chase all the way in his own end. 23 seconds to go in the game. Fortunato starts the rush. To the left, it is Harris. Harris from center ice. He'll wrist it into the left of Johnson. Everblades first on the puck. They do not clear it out yet. Centering feed goes to an open wing. Neville will play it off the boards and out. 6 seconds to go. That's going to do it. Jacksonville gets it to the blue line. They're going to be offside. And time will expire. And for the second time in this best-of-7 series, Cam Johnson and the Florida Everblades have earned themselves a shutout. 2-0, your final score. Same score as it was in game one.
Hats off to the Everblades. I mean, this was their game tonight. I mean, they came out and had the better start, got a couple of goals, and it's all they needed here. They just, just really just kind of held the Icemen in check, never really allowed them to get any kind of rhythm or momentum. And then when they did have some maybe mishaps, Cam Johnson was there to make all the stops here. He's playing on another level as well.
Yeah.
And, I mean, they're just winning all the phases right now here. And difficult night. And Jacksonville's scoring woes continue right now. This is tough. Only 3 goals in 3 games. It's just not going to be good enough.
Eerily similar to the first 3 games of Jacksonville-Atlanta in round 1, where the Icemen ended up the victors in all of those games, and Atlanta was the team that was struggling scoring the whole time. Atlanta only had 7 goals that entire 4-game series, and the Icemen are facing a fairly similar fate right now. And Florida, as you said, give them credit. I mean, they are playing great. They got much better at the trade deadline. I think that they were the winners not only division-wide, but I think league-wide. They were the winners of the trade deadline, picking up Derek Angeli, picking up Mario Gennaro. They have both been very impactful for this Florida team. This is a different Florida club than the Icemen have seen all season long with those guys in the fold. And Florida right now, they are just playing on another level, and Jacksonville's got to find a way. Look, you're back on home ice tomorrow night, game 4. This series is definitely not over. We've seen this happen before, Reader. It's obviously rare, but you don't want to end it this way. You want to make sure you come back and play your best game of the season on game 4 tomorrow night. You do not want to lose this in 4 straight. You want to make sure that that this series gets extended into a game 5, which will be on Friday night.
Yeah, well, we'll see how it goes tomorrow. Again, 1 game at a time. And, really, if there's a positive I take out of this, and really a highlight of this series right now, it's Charles Williams. I mean, again, I mean, listen, we talked about it, the lack of playoff experience. Well, one guy that has it, if you just count the skaters, the Icemen didn't have a lot of it. But Charles Williams, he's been in the playoffs before. He's played in 20 playoff games and came in relief, and now each of the last 2 games, and he's playing very well. And not that I'm surprised by this. He's a #1 goaltender, and he's played in a lot of big games and big moments for Jacksonville. But I really liked he gave them a chance to get back in this game. The Icemen just simply didn't grab it and take advantage of it. Just the offensive support obviously wasn't there today, and hasn't been here. And we'll see what they got here tomorrow. You know, if you take it one game at a time, you give yourself a chance. But they're going to have to pull off something that is possible and has happened. You know, more than maybe people think, but it's tough. But hey, one game at a time, and it starts again tomorrow.
Yeah, for now it's win game 4.
That's it.
For now it's win the first period of game 4. The Icemen have not led in this series yet. And that's exactly the opposite of how the first round went. Jacksonville trailed for a grand total of just over 10 minutes in the entire first round series against Atlanta. And again, this is a mirror image of what's going on, of what's been different round 1 to round 2. It's Florida that's controlling things. They're getting the first goal of the game. They've done that all 3 games this series. And the Icemen have not found a way to get the lead. Florida plays differently when they are trailing, but right now they have not had to face that kind of adversity yet.
None. They've had 0 adversity here in this series to deal with. And again, you're right. You get them, you jump on them. If it were the other way around, 2-0, Florida's gonna be out of sorts now. They can no longer play that trap style and that defensive breakdown that they have, where they really just block all the lanes and stuff. It really becomes a situation they got to open up and get out of that shell, and that's where you can punish them more by taking advantage of that. But when you spot a couple goals in the first 3.5 minutes, well, that's all they need, and they proved that here. They locked it down, and they did. And so, again, I think the key for Jacksonville, number 1 key, just get off to a better start, something they have not really done in all 3 games, and tonight was no exception.
Yeah, and Florida did it in not necessarily spectacular fashion, but very workmanlike, a road victory, I guess if you could call it, from the Everglades. They get the job done. It's not about style points, it's about victories, and Florida has done that 3 games in a row. So the Icemen will have to regroup. Series is not over yet. Game 4 tomorrow night, right back here on home ice. Jacksonville will look to at least get on the board in this series, and you never know what kind of momentum that just one victory can bring. We'll find out if the Icemen can get that and start turning the momentum in the other direction. Tomorrow night, game 4, 7 o'clock, it will be Jacksonville hosting the Florida Everglades to keep their season alive tomorrow evening. I want to thank Gemstone Media for their work. As always, they do a great job. Well, of course, our off-ice officials led by Kate Truslow as well. Alex, for you, this is Arlie Johnson saying good night. Once again, your final score in Game 3 of the South Division Finals. The Florida Everblades 2, the Jacksonville Icemen nothing. Game 4 tomorrow night right here in Jacksonville. And despite the result, this was still a wonderful night for hockey. We'll catch you again tomorrow, everybody. Have a great evening.